WSN. This is WSN. Love it or leave it. The underdog's on top, and you can either agree or disagree with her. But either way, the tribe is all here. This is a tribe called Jess. You can call the show anytime at 855-77-WYLDE. That's 855-779-9533.
And welcome to A Tribe Called Jess, and I got a tribe in here tonight. The gang's all here. I have Frank the Tank.
Yo, yo, yo.
I have Julio July Diaz. I have Ron Morris, Jeff, and I have Millie, and I have Lauren, and I have Gabby back this week. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Yeah, amazing.
And we have Johnny Caniford back there.
Enjoying the drinks.
Enjoying the drink.
And it is my pre-birthday episode.
Happy birthday, bestie.
I am good. And thank you to Millie because this is decorated to the nines and she did all that. So thank you so much. And I'll be 28 again on Sunday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I'll be 49. One more year and I'm a half century.
Ooh.
That's so exciting, though.
So exciting. How is turning 50 for you, Jeff?
What's that?
I said, how was turning 50? How was turning 50 for you?
I don't know. I haven't got there yet.
I don't know. Is anybody 50 in
Full of
this
crap.
group? I don't think anybody's 50 in this group.
I have
right?
one more
My
year
back
in my
is.
40s.
Is somebody heavy breathing in there already?
Ron.
Probably Ron.
Ron is.
I keep hearing like,
Oh, yeah, you can hear it in the mic.
Practicing. Sorry.
So anyway, we are coming to you from the Salisbury studios on the Wylde Style Network, fueled by Monster Energy. And I am really, really excited and thankful to all my guests who are here tonight and to celebrate my pre-birthday party and my pre-podcast. It is not only my birthday, but it is coming up on 1 year of Tribe Called Jess. And we'll talk. Yep. In 2 weeks, it'll be 1 year. So it's crazy that a year has gone by. And a quick few shout outs, though. One is to some people I share my birthday with, which is David, Candace, Wanda. Every year on Facebook, we kind of conglomerate and we've been birthday Twinkies for a long time. So shout out to them. And then shout out to my friend Sharon, who has taken care of me since middle school, high school, always had my back. It is her son's birthday today, and his name is Akil. And then her daughter's birthday is on Saturday, and her name is Summer. So big shout outs, good Aries people.
Happy birthday.
And then my Millie right here, her mom's birthday's today, and she's not with us anymore, but I know that she lives in spirit through Millie. And Millie has been one of my most amazing ride or dies for many, many years now. She loves me to a fault. I don't know why I deserve her, because I don't, but she does. And I love you, Millie. I know it's,
Love you too.
if you wanted to say anything.
I can't. I'm going to cry.
Okay, well, don't cry.
But thank you so much.
That's good to honor her. So
Yeah,
that's a
happy
good
birthday,
thing.
Mo-
That's a
Millie's
good
mom.
thing. So yeah, so birthday coming up, and Frankie calls me the other day, and I said, "Oh, I'm just going to do brunch, right? Let's just do brunch. I have to work TCB fights the night before," and then he goes, "I have this handled," and him and Julio have this plan, and I have no idea what's going on, and I haven't been surprised for my birthday, I don't think, since I was a kid.
Well, you better be ready.
I am so nervous about what to wear. I'm going to get my nails done because they're falling off.
Yes.
I got my hair done. I'm like freaking out. And everybody knows in this room.
And now everybody in the rest of the world knows too, because you told them.
So,
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on.
Watch the guest list just get bigger.
she doesn't know
Yeah.
the details. She doesn't. I have to tell her what time to show up, but she doesn't know the details.
I know
This
nothing.
morning, I called her. Right, we were talking.
He's like a little
And
toddler.
So I was, we were talking a little bit about Sunday this, and I was like, you know what? I can't hold it in anymore. I'm gonna say something I'm supposed to. I gotta go buy it.
At least you had the fortitude to hang up.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was like, yeah. Julio knows. Like that a couple of days ago, right? We were talking to her.
Oh,
and I was
yeah,
like,
it was-
let me hang up. I can't do this. I'm gonna spill something out.
You're like a little toddler,
I
little
can't,
kid.
like,
I
you know,
love it.
like,
I
so
love
excited.
it. Frankie's like the only person in life I can actually imagine as a toddler. Like his expressions, his giddiness. Julio and I just sit there and look at him like I can see the 6-year-old going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god."
I know. You mentioned kicking feet. Man, he's like 5 years old all over again.
Yeah, it's adorable. So anyway, it's been almost a year of Tribe Called Jess.
Yeah.
All of you have been a part of the show within that year. Gabby just last week, and she wore her hair down tonight, guys. Look at that. Look at that
at
gorgeous
that.
hair.
Wore
Hottie.
it just for you.
Hottie.
Matches my jacket.
Only,
And my shoes.
only bangs.
And Lauren, you have been such a support. You've been here many times. I love you to death. So one of the things that makes me happiest on my birthday, and anybody that knows me well, I like attention to a point, but I don't like the attention on me. Why I bring people together for my birthday is I love to watch people have fun. It's why I bring people together. So I wrote each of you something, and throughout the show, I'm going to send them to you. So we'll start with Lauren. Give me a sec, Frankie, speak. Sorry.
Yeah, I was talking to Julio about that. How you always do everything for everybody. Like you plan stuff out. So I was like, you know what? Let me do this. I got this. I'm gonna give her the birthday that I would want to have. Like if I could plan it out, right? So I was like, here we go. It's on.
So now I know I failed on your birthday because this would be the birthday you'd actually want to
no,
have.
but I'm saying if nobody ever really
I'm
plans
joking.
their own birthday.
I'm joking,
you know?
Frankie. You know, believe me,
My birthday every year.
I'm so appreciative. Okay, so I sent Lauren her text, and I want you to read it out on air. Because I like for people to know how much they matter. I'm sometimes really bad, and I can be such a bitch, and I want people to know that I really love them.
Okay. So I'm going to take this one line at a time. You had me at hello. Ha ha ha. Very few girls speak my language and understand me from go. But you did and you do. We have the same friendship language, and I love that so much. Your kind heart, always the biggest fan and cheering crowd for those you care about, and yet a boss lady that can assert herself and achieve anything you put your mind to. Keep leveling up, and remember, I am always here to back you up. Cheers to the journey ahead and us. I love you. XOXOXO.
I do.
I love you.
Don't hug me, I'll cry. And
Take a
then
shot.
I'm going to let Gabriella do hers because I know I'm going to stop the show during.
Man, I really might cry.
Don't cry.
That deserves
Jesus.
a scissoring, Jess.
A scissoring?
So the drinking rules for this
Oh,
episode
by
is
the way,
that if you
after this,
cry-
we're doing a shot because we drinking, baby. We drinking. Don't think we're not.
Well, I thought you
We
said
might-
after this we're going to scissor.
Scissor?
I volunteer as tribute.
Got my hopes up.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. There are few people in life that are honest with themselves and give that same honesty back into the world. You do it with eloquence and with an innocence that is endearing. Never lose that, because you will be told along the way about things that may make the world around you uncomfortable. Keep telling the truth and showing up that way. Remember to be kind, but that true kindness comes with healthy boundaries. Ooh. So true. So learn how to set them and stand by them. You're an amazing human, and I can't wait to see where you go in life. XOXO, I love you, Jess.
Oh, I
That's
love
so
you.
sweet. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
That's
baby.
very meaningful.
Okay, anyway.
Dang it, I didn't know we had to read.
Oh, yeah. Frankie, you're last because you'll ruin the whole party.
I can't read the message.
All right, so I'm going to say cheers to me, and we're going to do a shot because, look, I've worked hard to stay in shape,
Hell
to
yeah.
be a good person, to level up, and I deserve it. My
Yes, you
word
do.
of the next year is, God, transformation. Like, just start believing you deserve it. So, like, cheers to me. Starburst shot.
Right.
Because the theme of the show is don't ever let anyone tell you you're a yellow starburst because you're a pink starburst, and I'm a pink starburst, said by Paris Hilton, not me.
To Jess.
Cheers.
Pink Starburst. Cheers to Jess.
Jess.
Cheers, Jess.
Cheers. Love you guys.
Woo.
Oh, that does taste like a Starburst.
Birthday.
Well, that tastes so good.
Wow. Well, that's all I want to drink tonight.
Thank
now.
you, Millie.
So through this year, Kevin and I started the podcast last year. Tribe Called Jess is coming up on 1 year old, her birthday, with Jeff telling me to jump on here and saying he believed in me several times when I didn't believe in myself. So I love you, Jeff, for that. And then, Kevin went on to do other things, and Frankie came on. And I think the theme, when I looked back on the podcast throughout the year and through this past 2 years, right, I went through a huge breakup in 2022, which after this episode, I'm like, okay, we've gone through the healing a lot from that and the healing away from that, right, of many things. And now I want to move forward to transformation. But I would say that to sum up the motto I've gained as I heard this quote, and I'm finally there, and I wish I had gotten there sooner, but the privilege of a lifetime is to be exactly who you are. And I show up for myself exactly who I am now without apology, right? Always being mindful, always being kind. But I'm proud of that because I don't, what's the word? Dumb myself down or quiet down. I'm not going to change who I am to make somebody else comfortable anymore. So I guess that's kind of my theme of my year moving forward. But I did think of my favorite shows looking back a year. Does anybody have a favorite? I know some of you haven't listened to them all. Did anybody have a favorite? I'll name some and Frankie will remember. Go ahead.
My favorite was the foot fetish episode.
Oh, yeah.
She made eye contact.
If
when
you
she said
don't
that.
know, for our viewers and listeners out there, if you don't know, Frankie loves the feetsy.
Was that the one
And-
called Cake and Feet?
Cake and feet. That was cake and feet, right? Yeah, Jeff. Jeff named that one.
My favorite was the New Year's episode.
So
Because it was drinking.
that
That
made
was
my
wild.
list. That New Year's episode.
My least favorite.
Well, no
Just kidding.
shit, because you weren't drinking.
Because I was babysitting.
one was his-
Sometimes I babysit and sometimes you babysit.
I'll babysit tonight. I'm sober.
Oh, you're so sweet. No, we weren't. We were just all saying "shut the fuck up" to each other by the end. And Jeff's like, "Okay, end of episode." End of.
Hey, we're like, Jeff, can we do another hour? Like, yeah. Can we do 1 more hour? We gotta do this.
I will say, so New Year's Eve in video for sure, because we were all hammered.
Yeah, that was my.
And it was hilarious. Like people are like, "Oh my god, were you upset?" I'm like, "Upset? No, that's why it's there." Do you have a roster? That was Kevin and I. My two with Kevin were, do you have a roster? And girls shoot their shot, because Kevin just laughed
loved
at
that
me
episode.
about not shooting my shot.
I loved
yeah.
that episode.
Well,
That
my
was a good
second
one.
favorite is the one where Kevin talked about Florida Girl.
Oh yeah, we had Florida Girl.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
who I'm now friends with on Insta. Like,
Right.
it's such a small world, right? So Florida Girl, she's awesome. Shout out. She knows who she is. Yeah, Shoot Your Shot was cool. I think that was our first official episode, or second. It was our first official, because we did a pilot and I don't know where that ever went. Do you still have that, Jeff?
That's a good question. I think Scott would have to answer that, and he probably is going to say, I don't know.
We did a pilot and we sat at the table and I'm just like,
It's probably on the server, would be my guess.
yeah, I bet it is.
And the archives.
You're Just the Right Size. That was a good one. And that got named
that's
because Julio, what was it? It was your girl or some
It was
girl?
what's like the best worst compliment you've ever received?
Yeah.
And so I said, this girl was like, your dick is just the right size. The big ones hurt.
It was such a great line, and it was such a fun episode, because I listened to Back to the Mall all the time to get where we didn't wrap a subject up. But I think my favorite, like all around and putting work into it and just getting pissed, was More Body Count Than the LAPD.
Oh.
And Capped at 40.
Yeah.
Capped at 40. And my favorite in that is Jeff goes, I was like, Jeff, do you think women are kind of capped at 40? Well, yeah. But then he follows up with, well, that's not true, because remember what your grandma looked like? And he's like, and look at Jennifer Aniston and J-Lo, and he made me feel all better. See, Jeff, the hotties coming in hot at 50.
Yeah, I still got to keep him below 30.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Aging like fine wine.
Hey, Jeff, when you hear about what I did this week on my dating app, so do I.
Wow.
When are we going to hear about it?
It's in the episode. Don't you worry.
Take a shot.
Wait.
All right. So I'll have another shot.
Oh, there we go. That's
Go
how we
for
get
it. It's
started.
your birthday.
Just so one of my favorite episodes was the one where we brought the girls on to try and figure out how to know when someone's flirting with you.
Oh,
yeah.
That was a great episode because I still don't understand.
That was you.
That was fun. And then we talked about taking you out and doing like a behind the scenes watching you.
So that is in this.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm excited.
directly serenaded a man 2 weeks ago, and then I had to tell him after the fact
I love it.
that I was flirting with him. It was so funny.
What did you serenade him to?
It's kind of embarrassing. We have a similar taste in music. There's this Japanese song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in
Nobody's
Japanese.
gonna know.
Do it.
Yeah, it's
I know.
No, we're not
It's-
gonna do it. It's anime. I'm
No,
sure.
No, it's not anime. It's Japanese jazz. It is a
Oh.
beautiful song. If
And I
anybody
don't mean
wants
it
to look it up.
for anybody listening. I don't mean it like dogging the song, but what is
No.
it called?
It's called Suki Dakara. Sukidakara. Suki Dakara. If you want to look it up, it's by Umi. It's a really beautiful song.
Well, maybe you can serenade
But
Jeff
she
after.
literally in the song says,
I'm down.
I
you want-
notice you, do you notice me? And I'm like singing this to this guy, and he has no clue.
Did he
that I'm
speak
flirting with
Japanese?
him. No, that part was in English. That part was in English. And I had to follow up with a text afterwards and be like, so, what'd you think of this song? I had no idea.
So afterwards, you can serenade Jeff.
Yes.
My other favorite I had on here was NFL Hunks, because
Right.
I picked Travis Kelce. I love Travis Kelce, and then how crazy where that all went, right?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And he won the Super Bowl. And this Sunday, if they do not break up, I win my money. I win my
That's
money.
right.
How much did you
So
bet?
close.
Very upset.
Not enough.
Less than you should have.
Not enough.
That's okay.
Safe bet.
At
And I
least
told
it's
you,
three
too.
figures.
I
At least
told
it's
you,
three.
Okay. Who
Yeah.
did you bet?
I told you to go in.
You know him, our friend Chris. Not
No. Yeah,
Chris.
yeah. The The other one.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crisscross.
I
So
know,
I'm like,
Evans,
Chris, they only have to hang on until the end of the week. So yeah. So Chris and Keedy.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Yeah. So
Just an honorable mention for favorite episode. That time Frankie and I showed up fucked up after the show.
that one.
remember that, Jeff? We have footage of them at the door hammered
What's that?
when Frankie and Julio showed up a half hour late from the strip club.
Oh yeah.
Hammered.
Where was my invite?
Hammered. So Julio got, if nobody knows, what was it?
The
Bell's palsy. They're calling me in the morning telling me he had a stroke, and I'm like, he didn't have a stroke. It sounds like Bell's palsy, right? And he had Bell's palsy. So this was Frankie's excuse to
was a fun
say,
day.
because you didn't die, we're going to go out to the strip club. Well, I knew this was going to go badly for my podcast.
It was strictly for scientific purposes. I needed to know if I could still feel titties on my face.
Could you? What was the verdict?
I had to try various signs, but it was definitely there was more glitter on my face than anything. But I felt something.
Or for your 1 year anniversary a podcast episode, are you going to release bloopers?
So I'm going to take a next week off to prepare like a going into the next, even though we're in season 2, going into the next thing. Cause I don't know. John and I'll talk. Maybe we'll do bloopers.
Yeah.
Cutscenes.
I think every 5 seconds is a blooper on this bitch. So before we get in, or real quick, let's talk about this. John Caniford, I'm going to send you something, but don't open it till I tell you.
Nudes.
Have you guys heard this thing called outer course?
What?
Outer course.
What is that, like foreplay?
Sounds
So
like
Space
this is like a new trend. So I was
Space?
searching.
Probably like rubbing
chafing.
yourself.
So I'm searching.
dry humping.
I'm searching trends on YouTube, right? And I come across that outer course is a main word like searched. And I'm like, outer course. I'm like, what the hell is this? So yes, foreplay. But when I start reading, it's like non-penetration. So kissing, manual stimulation, masturbation.
Okay.
Dry humping, cyber
going.
sex. But hold on.
Cyber sex.
This was my favorite part of this. I had to call Frankie on this one because I didn't warn you guys. I did tell Frankie. I'm like, pretty sure last time I checked, when you have anal, you're penetrating because anal is on there, and oral sex. So I'm like, okay, oral sex I kind of get, not penetrating, right?
You penetrate your face.
I don't know that I would call
Thank
it
you.
outer.
Thank you, Gabrielle, for
going
being
in.
so surprising
The
about it.
outer course would be like
Something's going
putting it
somewhere.
between their breasts or between their butt cheeks or something.
No,
not
anal was on.
penetrating.
So I looked up several lists.
In Jason's honor between the feet.
This just sounds like all the things Mormons like to do so they can say they're virgins before
Oh,
marriage.
let's not criticize any religion.
No,
I don't.
no.
No.
More like
Soaking?
a joke.
Absolutely not. Johnny Caniford, Frankie, what do you think about this?
I told you that. I mean, I do believe anal has got to be sex. Right?
I mean, 100%.
Oral too. Oral too. Because I mean, you
I
can
know it's not
penetrate with
outer
the tongue,
course.
your nose,
There's nothing out.
Your
right?
nose. I don't know about the nose.
Oh, you go. Well, keep my mouth quiet.
Have you ever tried the ear?
So I mean, I do. That was.
John, sorry, wrong thing. Hold on one sec.
Wrong hole.
Frankie, can you take over for 1 sec?
I was telling her that sometimes it goes back to like back in the day where they used to use an excuse to be like, so the person's still a virgin. Like, we won't do it through the vagina, but you can do it in the butt.
That's more what I meant
Right.
earlier.
Yeah, she wasn't making fun because that is a real thing in the Mormon religion. Like they'll
But not just
they'll
that,
give up
but
anal
also,
sex,
Right.
and
in
they don't
other
count.
cultures,
It
too,
doesn't
like-
count. She's still quote unquote a virgin.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it's called
cultures-
soaking, right, John?
Right, John.
Yeah, because John's the one who brought up the actual name.
Yeah, it's
Say
called
that
soaking.
again. It's called what?
He's like, wait, did we?
Hold on,
what
I
did we
can't
call
hear.
it, John?
It's soaking, so you just kind of like pop it in there and just let it sit there.
What, in the
Yeah, they
anal?
don't
marinate.
Wait, in your
It just
butthole?
goes in and stays.
Yeah, in her ass, and you just let it sit there and just
Soaking.
sit
Never
there,
heard this.
and not
Yeah.
not
Soaking.
pump her.
I
Just
need
No
to
sit
pumping.
there and marinate it.
please.
I learned something new every day.
Wow.
Can you send me the link?
So do you say to someone, can I soak you?
Can I soak you?
Can I soak it?
You
I
want to
have
get
no
wet?
idea. Never.
No, that's not.
You haven't
no.
soaked?
No, I have not soaked.
Can you imagine someone like
before?
they call me the super soaker?
That's perfect.
I don't have sex in the first date. I just marinate.
T-shirt material.
Oh my God, stop it. That was Did you hear that one, Jeff?
That's a pickup
I don't
line.
have sex on the first date. I just marinate.
Just
Me
marinate.
too,
T-shirt.
motherfucker.
I'm down
me
with that.
too.
Hey, let's not penetrate. Let's just marinate.
Marinate. Oh my God, Frankie being Julio
I
tonight.
swear. We're gonna make a song about
I need
that.
another drink. I need another
That's
drink.
gonna be people's new
No,
like
you
Tinder.
go
caption.
slow.
You gotta get on top of that.
You go
Unhinged.
slow, so we're not killing each other. I don't want to hear. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. Johnny Caniford. So I don't know how to move away from soaking in someone's butthole to say, read what I gave you, but I
Speaking
sent
of
you a
ass,
text.
read this.
I sent you a text.
Yeah.
Can you read it out loud, please?
Yeah, the first one I was like, that's not me at all.
No, that was Gabby. She already read it.
All right, John, my friend of many years, if you could see yourself through all our eyes, you would never forget how awesome you are. I really hope that you do. The way you care so much about others at the same time.
John's gonna cry.
Yeah, right.
Don't cry.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Here, take a shot.
The way you care so much about others at the same time and worry so much that you upset them is endearing, but never need to worry. Thanks for not using big words. I appreciate that. You exceed. They're messing up. Kindness and good. I'm so proud of you. To call you a friend. Keep leveling up. Be confident. Set boundaries, and always know you matter. Much love, brother Jess. Thank you, Jess.
You're
That's so kind. Thank you. So very sweet.
Yeah, whatever.
Let that message marinate.
Yes. Let it marinate.
Just let it hang in there.
Soak it in.
Let it soak.
That's
So,
like the
real-
new cringe word.
Real quick, we're going to move into our moist.
We're going to move in.
We're gonna move into.
I agree.
Let's switch
Now,
roles here.
marinate. That's every
Marinate.
time I'm gonna be like, ew.
Saturday night, I'm going to be like, does he marinate you? Does he make you marinate?
I think they would call it something different, like
Lauren
a push
and
pop
I,
or something.
our side talks, Lauren and I's side talks when we're like, damn, he's up there.
Could you imagine we were
like
mic'd up?
I know. I should. I have two mics. I just used them today because I'm going to make a podcast, like how to do a not how to do a podcast. What's the word? Like let me take you through my
Tutorial?
podcast.
Oh, yeah, a day in the
no,
life.
a day in the life.
A day in the life.
And I should mic us. I
Yes.
used it. That would be hilarious. So anyway, going back to what I said, a privilege of a lifetime. Before we move into the cheating game, and I'll explain that. So I wrote some notes, and I'm like, the next year will be about transformation, right? And one of the things was I'm going to force myself to date, and I know. Well, no, I'm like I got to be better at. So I liked like a ton of guys, right? But I want to say that I did change. We talked about the age thing you were on.
Yeah.
Julio. Yep. And so I changed it to like 25. First of all, I cannot, it like the lower 20s, I can't, because all I can see is like, it's my son's age. I'm like, no. But I did it as a test, and I'll tell you why. Because I was like, these boys come up with a plan. They have a plan. The other ones are just like, yo, what's up? Blah, blah, blah.
That's part of the plan.
Yeah.
That is not a good plan.
The bro plan.
Yeah.
It's the bro
They gotta
plan.
make sure you're actually going to respond before they continue to. Say.
Well, I'll tell you what. These under
Do you
30.
want them to say good evening?
Fair sightings, my lady.
Okay, I'll tell that story. But these guys that are under 30, like they can message you, or I guess if they pay for it or whatever, they can message you. They have a plan. They have a plan. We're going to get drinks. Let's go to the Caps game. I have badass sneakers. Like they read my like they have a plan. Meanwhile, some other dude who's definitely over 40 is like, oh, cool. He seems really cool. And then he goes, so yeah, I have my own pad and like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Okay.
I would hope
why
so.
don't you just say you're down to fuck so I can just say fuck off? Like, I mean, what the hell? So I proved my own point. What Frankie's referring to is some guy I said, or I liked him, and he goes, good evening. So I text the whole group. I was like, is it weird that someone says good evening instead of hi?
Not if it's Dracula.
Yeah. Okay, see?
That is like a
evening.
business email.
Dude, Jeff, don't you think that's weird?
He's Dracula.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, but why? But why is it weird?
Yeah, because I
Because the only-
definitely have opened that way before.
Dracula's the only person I've ever heard open with a good evening.
Okay, I feel
Yeah.
validated because I literally, my head said, this is fucking weird. Like,
So what came after the good evening?
Right.
now?
nothing. It was
Oh.
good evening.
No sweetheart,
then that's
nothing?
weird.
He didn't.
That is weird. You're
Did
right.
he end it with best wishes?
Hope this email finds you
Yeah,
well.
with
Kind
gratitude.
regards.
If you're writing an email, that's okay. But if you're
No, it was on a dating app.
To whom it
Good
concerns.
evening.
Yeah.
To whom
Right.
to whom it concerned.
Yeah, that was his whole message. Was just good evening.
We matched, and then he just wrote "Good evening,"
Yeah,
and so
that's
I
weird.
wrote to our group. I'm like, I feel like I didn't say this,
he's
but I
foreign,
feel like the
he's
ick
foreign.
It's a bot.
wasn't.
No?
No.
This is why I don't do the dating apps because I don't know what to say.
I
Yeah.
think good evening is still like it's something you say at the end of your conversation, right? Like good evening.
Yeah.
I never
Well,
say hi. Or
I don't know what to
good
say,
evening.
bro.
I don't know.
Like I match and then I'm like, what do I say? Hey, how? I don't know what to say. I leave
Like,
it at
hey,
match.
how are you doing? How was your day? Like, whatever. But good evening. Anyway, nothing against that. It gave me
This guy-
I would just
this guy
say,
had
like,
so
I
many
would want somebody to have a conversation starter. So, like, ask a question or make a funny comment.
Like,
but just
good evening,
is
question mark?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good evening, question.
Yeah, like one guy was just like one guy was really cool and opened really well, but like I'm like, there's no hope for me. There's no hope for me. I'm gonna be alone forever. No, there's no hope.
So the guy with the plan, how'd that one go?
Yeah.
'Cause
I
that's intriguing.
couldn't message him back because he was like 26 years old, which is fine.
Even though she lowered the age to 24.
Yeah.
Well, that was that was strictly to test because I was like 20. Remember we talked about Kristen Cavallari and how he went out of his way to be way more thoughtful. And I said, I've noticed that with the kids when we're out. You know that one 26-year-old ran into at Clarendon Ballroom. I should have taken him up on his offer. He had a whole plan sitting there. So they actually come at you, which I appreciate, with a plan and shit to say. And they read your profile. And it's not like, yo, what's up? Or you good? If one more guy says, you good?
Okay, but if
And
he
let
has
me tell you, if you're a guy out there and a girl says that to you as well, they're just as douchey. You good?
I don't know.
So
I
I'm
don't know
not
what
trying
Switch
to
it up,
dog-
gentlemen.
Yeah,
You
like,
bad?
That gives me the bruh.
You
vibes.
good is something I say to somebody if I'm about to fight with them.
Better catch these hands.
You good? I mean,
Yes, I am.
I don't
very
expect.
good.
Look, I know everybody's nervous in this situation, and I'm compassionate and empathetic to that. But we got to do better. Than like, good evening. I get that's like a what do you call that? A greeting. Proper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a guy with manners.
What do you think, Millie? You have said
gentleman.
nothing
A guy that knows
tonight.
the time zone.
How dare this gentleman say hi?
Talk.
I didn't think good evening was weird.
You didn't?
I
Yeah,
find
me
that
either.
interesting because it's different.
Yeah,
To me, it's different.
proper.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
And it's
Look, she's looking at me
It's
like,
like
why'd you
David every single day. Good
Now,
evening.
Millie in her head's going, bitch, you're never finding anyone.
no, but really, when at first when you said good evening, the first thing I thought was Dracula.
Jeff.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of.
Well,
But then I
Jeff's
was
a
like, that's
Taurus
interesting.
and you're a Gemini. You guys were close together. It's what you would think. No, Millie is thinking like you're too picky, bitch. You're never finding anybody, which is probably true. It's okay. I'll die with my dog, whichever one I have at the time. Anyway, I thought we should do like some kind of dating on the show. Like if there was an actual person that actually wanted to go out with me in the world, I'll call on the show.
yeah.
Like I think that would be cool, or date, or have a few girls. Go ahead, Jeff.
Wait
one
for
will-
the,
no
wait
one
for
will
the call.
call.
It's going to come in. John's going to call in.
Yeah, I was gonna say John's gonna call.
Not this John. The
I
John
mean,
the
he already knows
caller.
what not to say, so he definitely has an advantage right now. Whoever calls
I
him.
hear the time. My clock has been way past ticking, dude. I heard the sound effect. Do you, Lauren, because you're single. Millie has finally found a wonderful husband, and David. I love them. They're an exemplary couple. We can only hope. Like, you're younger than me, a lot younger. You're 28, so 20 years younger.
I'm 33.
So close though.
Yeah.
At your ages, what pressures do you feel?
I really haven't, like, I don't date. I just focus on work.
You're the same as me.
Yeah, and I feel like I just don't like my time wasted.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather focus on building my business than, again, get a, like, what's up?
Yeah.
How was your day? And then it just, like, all surface.
On that, I feel more negative pressure in the same way. Like
To
I'm-
yourself or other people putting you on it?
No, I feel negative pressure from other people because I anticipate that, like you said, it's going to be surface level. It's going to be a waste of my time, my precious little time.
Yep.
And, I don't even bother. I haven't been on the dating apps in, I don't even know, 7-8 years. I think the last time was like 2016 or something.
Well, you just got out of relationships, so you were in a while, right? You guys were a while.
We were together for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then before that, I
was
was
a while.
together with somebody for 2 years almost, and it was also COVID. But
Yeah.
yeah. Technically, though, and I hate to spring this on you right now, technically, I'm not entirely single anymore.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
We're gonna do this. Oh boy.
So the guy did get the hint.
Is it? How do you know it's a guy?
Okay, the person.
Okay, yeah, that's true. It
the
could be a
person
girl.
that got
I'm
the hint.
wild.
I know Gabby.
I'm wild. It could have been anybody.
She said it was a guy.
I
No,
didn't know.
yeah.
I have no. I literally. This is news to
No,
me. Wow.
it was the guy. It was the guy with the Japanese song. Yeah, it was him. I had to spell it out, but still.
Wait. Hold on. Hold up. Time out. When did you sing this to him?
Actually, I sang that to him 3-4 weeks ago now.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the other day, and now you're not single. I'm like, hold the train.
No.
We haven't
But-
even
but-
seen the
no.
flags
But I've
come out.
also known him for 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
different. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And see, and that brings me back
Well,
to
why-
your point. I would not date some rando. Like right now, the dating market sucks so bad. The bars and how like I
Imagine
would
being
not.
40, almost 49. Imagine.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I know,
But yeah,
me
I
too.
wouldn't date anybody that I didn't know, and I know him.
It's bad for guys too, though.
It's
I
bad
mean,
for guys.
It's
It's bad
it's
for guys.
But see, this is where I get a little frustrated, right? It's why are you ladies putting so much into a high? Right?
What
the guy
high?
says, "Hey," it's like, "Oh my God, that's not."
Oh, I'm
that's
friendly.
It's a
that was
waste
more
of
for
time.
content, Frankie.
No, it's what comes after the high.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
No, say your thing. I want to hear it.
No, I'm saying like, okay, we talk about this, but I also know all my female friends, and they can say whatever they want to say. But I also see how they live and the stuff they go through, and so many times I'm just like, it seems like women just want this like story, like this movie story, right? Like
Not me. I want the opposite because
No, but that's-
normally the movie story comes
No,
with
but
a
they
lot of red
say that,
flags.
But women say that, but their actions show something else. That's why when I'm like on the dating apps, I'm like, what do I even say? Like, how am I supposed to get this person?
Not good evening.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
We've established
It's
that.
there's so many negative comments about how they approach you, but you never hear about like advice in terms of like say this or say that, because if you women say it, then the guy does it. He's like, no, but I told you, so now I don't
Hold on.
want to hear it.
That we've had this conversation, so that's not true. I absolutely say just come with something intelligent, and when I say intelligent, it doesn't have to be long. It's just like, hey, how are you? How was your day? Did you have a good day? Not, are you good? Hey, how you doing? Good evening's fine. That's fair. I agree with Millie now that she kind of laid it out there. But like something more, like give me something more. And as a guy too, you should be getting something more.
Yeah, because I mean, I ask those questions, and then 2 days later, oh, I'm doing good. How about you?
Well, then that's a girl that's
And then-
disinterested.
and
Hold on. Any girl, like any guy that's interested, I promise you, is responding right away.
That don't answer at all. Like, why even answer
That's a game of
couple days
numbers.
later?
That's true. And then F her. Like unless she said, honestly, I just responded to a guy. I wasn't on the dating apps because I traveled. We've been busy with all this, going out, blah, blah, blah. And I haven't been on Hinge. I got on, and this guy that I matched with had messaged me a month ago. And I said, I'm an asshole and rude for not responding for a month. I apologize, genuinely. I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't text me back, but at least I said that, and I will respond. I check in case, because I don't want to be that asshole again and disrespectful.
Well, if I match somebody and I look, I'm like, okay, no. I just don't answer. I'm like, nope, not sending anything.
That's different. Yeah. Absolutely.
Part of it too is a game of numbers. You have to understand that on the dating apps, close to 70% of users are men, and it's more like 60-40, but still. And then women, we get so many messages that you could respond to a man, and then that message gets lost in your inbox because it's just inundated.
Yeah, that's another negative there.
Yeah.
See, I don't match with a lot of people on the dating apps. Like, I'm so picky, so that doesn't happen to me.
When I think, like, I lose interest because we're not having meaningful conversations.
Right.
Like, in the beginning, it's cool to, like, come up and we talk. or
Agree.
Message
Right.
me, that's fine. But if we can't have a meaningful conversation about goals and aspirations, because I'm having those conversations with friends.
Yeah,
So-
but so if someone you match with someone you don't know, me personally, I don't want to be texting and be like, talking about that stuff. I want to be like, we matched. Let's meet up. Let's go for some
Yeah, but not
coffee.
every girl's comfortable with that, Frankie. Some, like me, I am not comfortable with that. I want to kind of get to know somebody, and that's nothing. That's my trust of men in general, like friends, anyone. Like even if I meet someone as a friend, I'm very cautious because I've been put in very precarious situations where I've been very frightened. So to be fair to women, I mean, even me. And it means no harm. It's just to protect myself. I need to know somebody more.
I mean, and that's what's the negative about, social media and the dating apps, because back in the day, you meet somebody and be like, you had your game right. You
Yeah,
walk to
but
your
even
girl,
then, women would
confident,
go.
and be like,
Women
hey,
would
what's up?
leave. Women would
everybody
leave
a
bars
drink,
with
here's my
guys.
number.
In all fairness, back then, women would leave bars with guys, and not bad, horrible things would happen to them. Right? It's
Then
no
they would
different.
disappear.
Correct. I mean,
to be
that's.
seen again.
It sounds not
It's just
funny,
different.
but
You talk to a one female, and then she says you read her profile and you mention things in her profile. She likes that. Then
Yeah.
you mention one who says, I don't want to read all this. I don't text you. Let's meet up to see if I like you.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna be. But then
Right.
us guys are like, okay, well this didn't work with this one. Let me try it with this
Yeah.
one, and
Yeah.
she could be
Right.
the one you should have tried the other
Yeah.
part
Right.
with. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
it's just tough, man.
And then you're one of 100 texting them, so how do you
Oh,
get their
yeah.
attention?
200.
well, for me on dating apps, no. So I just think you guys, as men, need to be mindful of that with women and not take that piece personally. That women need to get to know you a little better. Because I'm a tough chick. I mean, I grew up tough. I've been jumped. And I fought my way out of a lot of situations, and I am very untrustworthy of meeting a man one-on-one that I literally cold meet. No friends in common, no nothing. That scares me. I mean, yeah.
And back to women like us that have things that we want to do. I don't want to go on dates with just anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Same.
I have no. If
I have
we
no
can't
time.
connect
Free
through
time.
text, I have no desire to meet you out for a drink or a dinner or whatever. I'd rather stay home with my dogs.
Yeah.
Doggies.
And I think that's why I'm putting myself out there. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you have to, because I gym and Oshi and podcast
Yeah.
and mortgage and I mean,
You know what the best part about hanging out with your dogs is?
I hang
You
out
can
in my
say
room.
yo to them, and they're like, "Oh my god, he said yo."
She's like, good evening.
She's like,
Yeah.
oh, baby. Look, he sat up.
You're like,
Oh,
you
she's
good?
so
And they're like,
cute.
well,
Aw,
Are we
baby.
drinking anymore, guys? It's
Yeah.
I've had like 2 little shots.
Millie, do you want to make us a shot?
I was busy writing all these notes on how to not hinge and how to hinge and
Well-
be unhinged.
Why don't we do the cheating game first, and then what?
Okay.
Can we do the cheating game first?
Yes.
It's your birthday. Your pre-birthday.
Okay.
whatever you
All
want.
right, guys.
It's your show.
You can have whatever you like.
Everybody in here, and Jeff, you guys can just say it. Got a Y. I'm sorry, I didn't have the other markers. Sorry, I get confused with the cameras. A yes and a no. So I saw this on another podcast, and they were like, "Is this cheating?" Right? Oh boy. And I found this very interesting when I took I can hear you guys. When I took a deep dive into it, and I did the quiz, and it's really funny when you get to those gray areas with people who thinks it's cheating and who thinks it's some of it was obvious, and I'm like, you don't think that's cheating? There was a high percentage of people that thought it was not cheating. I'm like, that's cheating. So we're gonna play it. Millie and David, you really better get this right. No
No cheating in the cheating game.
I have to, guys, don't laugh. I have to put on my glasses.
We agreed to just.
It's not cheating unless she says so.
I love your glasses. Those are cute.
Is this that?
Okay, sorry, I don't have them all the way on because they won't fit through the microphone, but I can see. Is it cheating to hug someone really closely and slowly? You have to hold up your card. Don't say anything.
Is this scenario based?
What did you say? No.
Like you're
And you're naked.
I said that.
And you're marinating.
I'm the only yes. I'm the only yes in the room. Why do you guys think no?
It's just
Is
a
it just the
freaking
two
hug.
people?
So I mean,
Now we know why she's still single.
Don't get me wrong. I would get upset, but I wouldn't call it cheating.
I don't
think
hug on
it's
the
a
first
gateway
date.
It
to
would be
cheating.
inappropriate.
It's a gateway
Yeah.
to cheating.
not if you like it.
That,
No, that's
Gabby, that's fair. That's fair, and that's
I mean,
and that's a high level speaking. Though to me, that would almost bother me worse than sex because anything close, hug,
Intimate,
slow, it's
yeah.
extremely intimate.
A sloth
and
female
that
telling
would
a
bother
sloth
me
male.
way more than
Why are you hugging so
sex.
slow?
Yeah.
I don't think it's cheating, but I think I have told David before that it would make me uncomfortable.
Okay, all right. So maybe not cheating. I don't think it. I wouldn't accuse my partner of cheating, but something we need to talk and fix something. Because if you're hugging someone slow, Frankie, imagine what I'm saying, and intimately.
I just want you to
But
invite me to
I
hug
gotta
them too
say,
next
you
time.
had no problem. I'm sorry, I didn't.
No.
You had no problem when I was hugging both Frankie and Julio earlier.
You didn't see where his hands went.
The problem is, Frankie, all right, you and I have a lot of friends, right? So we're thinking from a very different area. I know exactly what you're thinking and you're thinking. If David went up to some rando at Echo that you didn't know and hugged her slowly, intimately, tight, and long, I know you'd be pissed.
Yeah, but who does that? Who goes
It
to
happens.
randos and hugs
It's like a
them?
friend you don't know.
This has
You mean
happened to
an
me.
No, but in an introduction, like, hey, this is so and so.
No, not an intro. Not an intro,
so after
Frankie.
the passionate
just
hug.
passionate hug. Is it? I mean, you're opening a gateway. Jeff, opinion?
No, of course not.
Jeff was anyway.
No, I mean, if I went up and hugged you and I was dating somebody and they got pissed, I'd be like,
Okay.
what's your problem?
Again, I said to these two, I'm like, us as all friends. I think that's what we're thinking from. But I'm talking.
The question is, if you hug someone who's hot, a sexy hot female, is it cheating?
Yeah, you hug your significant other different than you hug your friends.
You hug your
Correct,
grandma. like
Right.
that?
So that's your
God, this is why I don't date.
I don't know. I think people are too uptight.
But hold
female
on.
friends.
I hug Jeff really tight. Frankie really tight. I mean, I always kiss Jeff when I not make out
I'm gonna
kiss.
time you next time you hug me. You better.
That's
do it
next
quick.
I
time.
was gonna say you do it
You're
slow.
hugging me way too slow. I mean, you better hurry this up.
I would always.
I hold Jess slow, but I'm a bigger guy. I don't want to hurt her. You know?
But I would always tell 'em, like, that would be a prerequisite of, hey, Frankie and Jeff are like my brothers.
Dude,
Never going to change.
I'm gonna start headbutting people trying to hug them so fast.
I don't think it's, I think what Millie said is fair, not cheating and comfortable. Okay.
Disrespectful.
So is marinating
Yeah.
more appropriate than hugging intimately at this
It'd be
point?
disrespectful,
If I
yeah.
say something and then it happens again, and then I'm like, okay, he's okay with me being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, even
about
if you
it,
didn't
Very
say
valid.
something and he did that,
I
it's
agree with Ron.
disrespectful.
It's
Yeah,
disrespectful,
I think
period.
it's all that stuff, but not cheating.
I
that's
said,
cheating.
I said fair. Okay. Is it cheating to share a bed with someone even if you don't have anything sexual? Total not best friends. If you're friends, I have certain girlfriends, let's preface this, that literally if I was dating a man could sleep in the same bed with him and I wouldn't care.
Right.
That we all have that. Anybody besides that. Because
like
come on, guys.
strangers?
Yeah, or strangers
Oh,
or
yeah,
coworkers
no.
or
'Cause-
distant
yeah.
friends. I mean, we all know we
I
have.
can't see y'all's answer.
I'm not believing that nothing was done if it's not.
Amen.
Well,
It's not even
people.
if something's done. It's that inevitable tension,
Correct.
that
Yeah.
inevitable draw and vibe just shouldn't exist.
And
It
more
just
than
shouldn't happen
likely-
in the
I've
first
had
place.
my hold on, in all fairness, best guy friends, always. I'm like, get your normally hammer drunk, never. I'm talking people besides that. And there are people I know, and there's other close friends that I'm like, absolutely not, would not.
But once again, you're saying cheating. It's not cheating.
It's
it might
cheating.
be not cool. It might be uncomfortable.
I'm
but-
out. If I have a new boyfriend and he is laying in bed with some bitch that I did not co-sign, like I remember my ex-boyfriend, I was like, dude, if so-and-so, blah, blah, same room, same bed, I'd be fine with it. Because there's that trust, right? Anybody else, I'm going to fuck you up. Like, no, we're done.
Yeah, but what if like Jess, our hotel got messed up and there's only one room and I have back problems Is it okay if we sleep in the same
You
bed?
better walk down the street and find a
That's
different
not a good
hotel.
Not a good
No, I'm being
idea.
honest about it. It's not like, oh my God, I hope she doesn't find out afterwards.
Okay, one
Jess is getting
time.
him his own room. I know
Dude,
that.
I
One
keep this in
time-
mind when girls be like, it's cool. He just be like, get the fuck out my bed. Get away.
Yeah, Frankie's right.
I'm gonna put these in my. I'm gonna hold this one. Keep it in my pocket.
Because one time in band camp,
Oh, God damn it.
it happens. All right. Is it cheating? This is my favorite.
Breathing is breathing cheating.
This
Next
is
one.
my
If you breathe on her.
guys. This is my favorite one because I probably differential with most chicks. Is it cheating to hook up with someone else when you're on a break?
Oh, when you're on a break.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not cheating. Wow.
I did a whole TikTok on this. It's on my Instagram too.
Technically, it's not.
It's not
Yeah, but
cheating.
that's a technicality.
You know what?
It is
If
a-
you
You guys are.
hold
I mean,
on,
we're in a break.
Go ahead.
We have the intention of getting back together, right?
Right.
Right.
You're in a break.
Or at least considering getting back together.
Exactly.
let me tell you your first mistake in a relationship. The minute you take a break, you're done. 99% of the time. Second mistake in a relationship, if you or the other person left each other the chance, that's your problem. I am not staying loyal to anybody, especially if they wanted to take a break. Oh, hell no. No. There's no such
Everyone
thing as
knows
break.
what taking a break means.
Do you take a
Yeah.
break from marriage? Do you no? No. So why no?
Yeah, I don't believe in breaks.
Yeah, no, you
Sorry.
don't take a break
Sorry
from
for your
marriage.
bad luck. And if I meet someone better in the meantime, sorry you left me the chance.
Yeah.
Nope.
She already knew
I mean,
him, homie.
I respect that. I respect that. But what if you've established a period of time that the break, like a duration, and you've pre-negotiated like all these considerations? I mean, you're still protecting not only your own feelings but theirs as well.
I haven't done well in therapy a million times, but the one time I did is about relationships. And the minute you say you're taking a break, look, it doesn't mean you don't need time like doing things, but a total break, that it's, I'm not saying every time because there's no absolutions, right? But most of the time, you're already done. Most therapists say when you start saying the word divorce, you are almost doomed for divorce. When you start saying the word break up in a relationship, like if a girl's like, I'm breaking up with you every time you get in a fight, most of those relationships statistically, and I don't know the statistic, are doomed for divorce or
I'll
a
tell you
breakup.
what. To me, let's take a break isn't the end. But then you deciding to have sex.
I didn't
while we're
say
on a
so-
break,
hold on.
That's the end.
No one said.
Yes.
All right, I did say so.
You said hook
You said
up.
hooking
You
up.
said hooked up.
You didn't say marinating. You said
Soaking.
hooking up.
Soaking wet.
Soaking.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We were just laying
You
there.
didn't say slip and slide.
Is watching porn, and this is broad because I think, but I'm going to put them together, or subscribing to OnlyFans cheating. I'm like split. I'm split. I'll tell you why. I think what we had the last 2 weeks. Wait, who said yes? Who said no? You're split too. Because I think watching porn is not, and I think subscribing to OnlyFans, if you're engaging in one-on-one communication in your inbox, absolutely is cheating. So that's a fine line.
Oh, OnlyFans is supposed to be more intimate
Yeah.
type thing. So
Yeah,
Jason said that. Remember on the show? Jason's, yeah.
but
I think
what
I
if
asked
you?
before. I didn't really know what OnlyFans was.
So OnlyFans was developed in England before 2020, but became really not safe for work. So basically, not sex workers, but so they have a wall. It could be girls or guys. Guys have OnlyFans too, and also a lot of other genres are on OnlyFans, right? But they'll have themselves, half naked, whatever they want. And then they subscribe. So 11, 20, 30, whatever they set, right? And you go through, you subscribe, and then they have other pictures and blah, blah, blah. And then they might have other paywalls like, watch me blow my husband. I don't
So you
know.
message back and forth on
But girls have made hundreds of thousands a
you
month.
can message, and you can also ask for like
depends how they
personalized content
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
You can customize what they do, but I
Hold
would
on.
want to do it with
Guys,
my
one sec.
partner.
Hi, this is Jess. How are you?
Hi, Jess. It's Care.
Hi, Carrie Ann. How are you, sweetheart?
I miss you.
I'm good. I was listening to your show, and before I liked what you guys were talking about, like the deal breakers. The last thing I heard was the porn thing. So I didn't hear your response. But I have a response.
I was split, Care, because I put, is it cheating for porn or OnlyFans? I'm split because porn, no. OnlyFans, yes, only because it can be very intimate. The communication on OnlyFans.
Oh, like if a guy was subscribing. Well, I think there's a huge difference too because one you're paying for, most of the time porn is free.
The paying for it doesn't bother me as much as porn you're mostly just watching, as to where OnlyFans, some girls make $100,000 a month communicating back and forth. So I would consider that cheating. What did you
At the end of the day, both of them are.
Yeah.
I'm like a really jealous person.
I love how honest you
So
are.
funny.
Because if you're banging me, it's like your porn star dreams. Why are you going elsewhere?
Duh.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Exactly.
Same,
So
girl.
Yeah, if you have to go anywhere else, then I don't want to be with you because I should be everything. And if you need more, you probably have like some like dick dysfunction.
You know what, Kara? I'll be honest, all my exes, well, most have said, like, why would I even go? I didn't mind. I honestly didn't mind. Why would I go? Because, I have you. So, yeah, I agree with you on some level.
I agree with her 100%.
Yeah.
That's why I said yes.
Yeah.
I consider it cheating.
What did you think about the on the break thing?
I couldn't do it because again, I'm so jealous. I do think you were right about like saying like 90% of the times you're going to take a break, then it's probably already over.
Yeah.
But you weren't ready to face it. That was kind of like your way of almost like easing into it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get back together with someone. If we were on a break and they went and banged someone else, I could be like, oh, well, eventually you were clearly already done because you were able to just go get with someone that quickly. It makes me think you were already over the relationship. And I also wouldn't be able to not think about that too.
And
I would think
would
about
you,
the
but
fact
if
that
you were
able
on
to
a
just get with
break,
someone else.
if you were on a break, would you hook up with somebody else? And then would you be mad if your partner said that was cheating? Oh, she down.
I would consider it cheating.
Okay.
I think a break is not a full breakup. It's easing into a breakup. A break is just like you're watching a movie and you press pause. You're not ending the movie. You're just
Perfect
putting
analogy.
a little pause in it. You turn the movie off, we're done. Okay, whatever. But no, if it's just a pause, I would consider it cheating.
Guess who just got to the studio? I'm going to call him Steve. You said Dylan. You call him right out.
Steve.
Hi, Dylan. Do you want to get on Jeff's mic and say hello?
How's everyone doing?
We're doing well. Carrie Ann said, what do you think of the break thing, G?
I think if you're emotionally invested in somebody, there's no such thing as a full break. You have to.
Why would you take a break then?
Exactly. Why would you take a break?
Why would you take a break? I mean, that just means it's over. So for me, I feel it's not. Well,
Agreed.
I love you, Care. I got to go on with the show. I wish you were here with us.
I thought you would be here with us tonight. I miss you.
Can I
That's
ask you what
Gabby.
you think about this whole marinating, soaking thing?
It's a good thing I didn't plan to. I'm like super sticky. I've been like sneezy and stuffy all day.
That's her
I think it might be,
allergies,
like,
babe.
Allergies.
Spring
Yeah.
season.
I sneeze.
know, I'm suffering. So,
Well, I love you so much.
but, okay.
I don't know what's going on Sunday. Don't want to, but I hope I'll see you.
Alrighty. Love you. Bye.
I love you too, baby. Thank you. Yay, Care. We got to give a big ups to Care. I love her so, so much. All right. Is sliding into someone's DMs cheating?
Hell
Yeah. Direct messages.
Sending memes.
But sliding into their asshole is
Hi,
not.
Freddie.
Soaking.
Soaking. Does sending memes count as cheating?
That's sliding in the DM.
That's sliding in the DM. Why would I mean? You're just opening Pandora's box. The minute you do that,
Okay,
It's a
wait.
form of flirting.
What if,
Yes.
what if you've been exchanging memes with people because you have a great sense of humor and then you start dating somebody, but you're still exchanging memes with other people, but you never had the intention of anything with them. Like, you were never going to be anything with them anyways. You just thought they were all so funny. Is that
Yeah, you got to share the
I
humor.
have my close group of friends who my partner will have to accept. Other than that, like, I would never discount people or not say hello, whatever, that I've already spoken to. But exchanging frequent memes and messages, no. Because it's just, it's how it makes someone else feel, even if it's innocent.
What if I did a meme to make you fall in love with my meme?
My meme game is so
All right, guys,
strong.
this is my favorite one.
If he was doing it before we were together, I don't know.
But like, is this guy a friend for a long time? The guy that you're exchanging memes with?
Yes.
Well, like if I was exchanging memes with Frankie, Julio,
Right.
anybody
We're
here.
not close.
Gergie.
Friends for a long time.
Sorry, G. Oh, well, you're screwed.
I'm cutting.
You've been called
off.
3 names. Like David, even. Like I know that I would make sure my partner felt extreme because these guys are always going to be in my life. I've done the thing where I cut off friends, great friends. I'm not going to ride that rodeo again. No man is worth it
If my
because your
memes are
friends
better
have
than
your back.
his, that's his fault. not
And those
mine.
are the relationships that don't last if they want you to cut your real friends off.
Look, and I will make sure you're comfortable because I have many guy friends, and I get that. Like, I do understand that that's hard for men, but like, I will absolutely make sure. But otherwise,
yeah.
You can send me all the memes. I'm just not gonna ha them.
all right, ready? Last one, and then Millie's getting us a shot. Is it cheating? This is an interesting one. If you and a friend kiss in the heat of the moment and immediately realize it was a mistake, and they're never going to talk about it again, it'll never happen again, and they'll never tell anyone.
Same sex or opposite sex?
What romantic comedy are you watching?
Well, hold on. Let's do same sex first, but hold on.
That's just gay.
Hold on.
Same sex.
That's
It's not
fair.
gay if it's a 1, 2, 3 way.
Yeah.
First of all, if it was
I'm
gay,
torn
it's
on
okay.
same-sex.
We didn't say it was okay. We just said it's gay.
okay. Okay, so if it was the opposite, if you're in a heterosexual relationship and and believe it or not, in my 20s, this happened, and you were in the opposite sex, is it cheating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't cheat. My partner knew. He was all in.
Because the vibe has to be there for that kiss to even happen in the first place.
Yeah, because that's like the
definitely
your
cheating.
best friend
Yeah.
definitely wants
Yeah.
to sleep with you type thing, and
Yeah.
like no, never, and then
I think.
So if I would have
Okay.
said no,
Jesus,
but
never.
hugging is cheating, I would have.
I think this changes age to age. So I think I'm talking about.
5-year-old. It's not
Right.
cheating.
I'm talking about not
playground.
not cheating or not. What you said. There's feelings. So I think in your 20s and early 30s, it's pure curiosity. There's no vibe. Like girls in their 20s and 30s, high level speaking, are curious about other women. High level speaking before I
You're
get
talking
attacked.
Same sex. Okay.
Yeah.
I would agree.
It's still cheating.
I think
I'll be curious.
I'm
my
not
whole
saying
life.
it's not. Hold on. Absolutely. I agree with you.
Okay.
I think as you get later in your 30s and your 40s, it would become more intentional, right? What is happening is more intentional, vibe based, because that you either satisfied that curiosity for the most part. It's just more intentional, 100%. So I don't think it's fair when you're younger. Like I look at young girls. I had an adult give me advice one time, and they said, try everything before you're 30, right?
Yeah.
And you won't regret it because you'll get it out of your system because you're curious about everything.
Or in your system.
Right.
So
soak it all up.
I think as soon as you say it's a mistake and we don't ever mention it to anybody, it's
Especially
it's kind of
same-sex.
to me, it's almost like lying to
Millie, I
someone.
want to make out with you after the show for sure. Do you want to make out?
It's not cheating because
David, it's
he
okay.
knows.
I'm kidding.
It's not
Before
cheating
that,
if you
before
know.
that goes,
if-
we've been
Yeah.
friends way too long. Never made out.
Yeah.
Promise.
Like not telling is even worse. That makes it even more cheating.
Not telling makes
And
I
that's
know,
the
it's a
part of
little
the
secret.
sentence where I was just like, "That's cheating." If you're not gonna let your other person
Yeah.
know.
You
Nothing
want to
to do
make
with
us
them.
a shot, and I'm going to have Frankie and Julio had some questions for the girls, but as you come back in, you can contribute because I'm sure you can hear. Are you coming in, D, G, D, Steve?
Thank you.
Steve?
No? Are you going to stay on mic? Are you going to participate?
Thank you.
Millie, I'm sorry I'm taking advantage of you, but we'll take
I was
another
going
one.
to ask you what's in the cooler.
Yeah, I'll participate.
Cheesecake, cupcakes.
Did you have a contribution to any of that real quick?
Cake.
Did you hear all the questions, cheating, not cheating? So if you're on a break, you already answered that one. If you hooked up with a friend, male or female, like opposite sex or same sex, we answered for both, and you guys did it in the heat of the moment, you were like, oh shit, that'll never happen again. We're not going to tell anybody. Is that cheating?
I mean, anything that goes against the foundation of your relationship, right? I mean, if there's curiosity, then that right there is cheating in itself. So if you're going like, hey, look, I'm curious about something that's outside the boundaries of what I love and adore, that to me immediately disqualifies everything.
I think one of the best things my grandmother ever said to me was, your grandfather and I, they were short of 70 years when he died. And she said, your grandpa and I never put ourselves in the situation, right? Everybody's curious. Everybody meets, you're never going to meet people in life that you don't have connections with, and they might be super intense. Intensity isn't love, and intensity doesn't equal anything but intensity, right? You vibe with that person. Set that aside and be true to, don't put yourself in those situations. And that's kind of how I look at that. We put ourselves in situations to fail. I've done it in my life where I, not in this way, but put myself in situations to fail. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I mean, that's how you avoid falling into situations. You know, the wise man sees, what's the saying? The wise man sees the trouble ahead and steers clear.
Yeah.
You don't put yourself in a situation to be like, you know, like, for example, you're on a diet, right? What is that people always say? Like, you prepare your meals so you will set up yourself for success.
Correct.
Because if you're starving, you're going to eat anything.
Correct.
It's like going to the grocery store hungry.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the problem
So
is,
it
I think
cheating if I lick a cake and not bite it?
It's marinating.
I think unfortunately most
If you
people.
leave your tongue in it, it's
If I put the cake up my ass, is that cheating?
Wow. A whole cake? Wonder if somebody's put a whole cake up their ass.
I'm
Someone's
sure
not
they
good.
have.
Someone
Probably
wasn't
on
curious
OnlyFans.
enough.
Probably on OnlyFans.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, I'll have some.
Oh, yeah, he brought your
Are
birthday
you putting
cake.
it up your ass? That's Freddie, by the way. We have a Freddie situation in the house.
Freddie's
I love
excited.
Freddie. He's one of my favorite people in the world, and he brought me 2 gluten-free. I've tasted these. These are amazing. I cannot believe how healthy they are. And thank you, Freddie. I love you so much. We've been friends a long time.
Can't believe how good they taste, considering how healthy they are. That's what she meant.
I think
I'm gonna see your face.
I think going back.
Whoa.
Yeah, he likes to
Fred,
watch.
keep it clean. Keep it
I
clean,
know.
Freddie.
You're gonna send me a message.
I do like
first.
watching her face while I eat, though.
What?
That's what Freddie said.
Oh.
He's gonna watch your face while you eat.
Okay.
And I said I do like
It's because
watching
it's so
her face
rare.
while she eats.
It's so rare I devour anything. But anyway, I think most people just get selfish and they put themselves in situations. And I'll go back to what I've said the last 2 years on the show. Is I think that people aren't intentional. They don't keep putting in, because we're all gonna look relationships like this. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you, motherfucker. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I hate you. I hate you. But when there's true love, there's true love. If you keep that foundation and you keep working at it, and when you're like, I hate that motherfucker, you make adjustments together, and don't put yourself in these situations to fill. What's the word? Needing validation for something that actually isn't missing.
Whatever void
Yeah, you
there
can-
may
Void.
be.
That's the
You
word. Sorry, guys.
continue to pursue each other.
Yeah.
Well, and
think that's
love
huge.
is a verb.
I
Love is a
agree. I
choice.
say that I say it.
Yeah. Love
We've
is
had
a
this whole
choice.
discussion on the podcast. Love is a
Behavior
verb.
that you do continually over time. And you have to wake up every morning and you have to go to sleep every night actively deciding to choose that person and not to just feel, I feel so, my butterflies. No, because they're all going to die.
I mean, that's just part of it. Feelings is part of it.
Feelings is part of it, yeah.
You know? And
but
then there's more to it, you know?
yeah, it's a choice. It's a behavior and an action.
One of my favorite, I agree with you. One of my favorite memories is I remember a boyfriend and I had fought, And, we went to sleep, whatever. We had a big party. And I remember he was still asleep. And we're all sitting at the breakfast table the next morning, a ton of us. And he came down, and all he did, like everybody's saying hi to him, he didn't give two fucks. He looked in my eyes, and he like came right at me. I'll never forget it. It's still one of my best memories. It's a great memory because I'm like, it should be like that. Yeah. Doesn't mean it was forever, obviously not. And he came right to me. He's like, I love you. I'm sorry. He didn't give two fucks about like all the people around. And like that's love in action. That's saying, I know you need this right now. Yeah. Everybody's saying hi to me. Screw them. And I'm going to make sure you're okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think just saying I'm sorry and meaning it is undervalued.
Yeah. Oh.
Like that can go a long way in a relationship just to be like, hey, I was wrong. Like, I'm sorry.
I think it goes a long way, period, with anybody.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think for me, it took a long time. I always take accountability, but to actually say it like that, because I was ashamed. It had nothing to do with I wasn't sorry. I was just ashamed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you feel that?
Accountability is a practice.
It's a
skill.
practice.
It's a skill that you develop over time. I've also worked the last probably 5 years of my life to develop a language of accountability. A lot of people will feel true accountability for their actions, but not know how to express that in a way that will convey the depth of their feelings to their partner. And that's like what I've been focusing on practicing in my life is practicing that language in order to verbalize and vocalize.
I think the problem too, and I think this isn't talked about enough, especially for me, who's someone who feels deep shame a lot of times, is we don't allow space for people to be accountable.
Yeah.
We don't allow space where we say, oh yeah, you fucked up last night. Yeah, you're sorry now. Well, maybe I really am sorry. And there's no allowability to be accountable.
Ooh, it's red.
Not I.
You know what? The ladies first.
Yeah.
And so I feel like
thank you.
The message, so the guys can ask the questions now that Millie's back, that I would leave is, yes, be accountable, but allow space for people to show their accountability and don't attack them.
Right.
If it's repetitive, fine, but you still don't have to attack them. Yeah.
See, I can't help. If it's repetitive, I can't help it.
No, I said, I get it. Look, dude, I'm a Philly girl.
Yeah.
My mode, it can be attack, right?
Yeah.
But like, I've learned that it never does another person a service.
It's true. It's true.
And I hurt me when I'm mean to others, and I know when I'm being mean.
It's true. It's true.
And especially when it's someone you love and you're in a relationship with, because you can, like I used to say when I was younger.
I worry.
Relationships, I would get angry and say things I did mean.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, shit, I can't take that back. Once my anger would come down, so it was best for me to like take my space, cool down.
Yeah.
And then
I feel bad because I say shit I do mean.
and that's really probably hurtful. I know. Well, and that's probably I've learned to deliver my shit. I agree with you, Lauren, by the way. And I've had to learn to deliver my crap in a much nicer way. Much nicer way.
For all the
Thank you, Millie, for the drinks.
Cheers, Jess. Happy pre-birthday.
I know it's like delicious.
I feel an Uber in my future.
Are we singing happy birthday?
Do you want me to sing?
Oh, no, not yet. Please, let's get through.
No, this
guys,
is dangerous. I can't taste the alcohol.
Dude, I don't know what you got, but mine's like ridiculous.
Gee, I wish you would come in here.
Millie, there's no Red Bull.
Can we leave you off camera? And you, Freddie is not on camera. Well, now you are. I guess then you can't talk to us, G.
I mean, if you, do you want to sit over here and share the mic?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can squeeze in.
Can I sing to Jessica too?
Oh God!
Only
all
if
right,
you take
Yeah, we should all
off.
we should all sing
Hey
happy
guys,
birthday to her.
I want to keep control of the episode though. You guys had questions for the ladies. I think they're important, so I want you to ask them.
All right, ladies, listen up.
Gurjeet, you can contribute to this too because I want you involved in the conversation.
Frankie.
Ladies and Jessica, listen.
Yes.
He says yes. No.
It's on.
Like,
On. Okay.
like one finger or two fingers. If you could go back in time to if you could go back in time to a younger version of yourself, what age would that be, and what piece of advice would you give yourself?
I'll let the ladies answer. I'm not going to answer.
Well, yeah, because you can't think back that far, Jess.
I would go back to 15, and I would tell myself not to let I would. Ooh, this is super deep.
Oh,
And she's a sober one.
I am totally sober.
She's drinking gin. She doesn't drink.
It's okay. I've been told that before.
3 years.
Just let it soak in.
I would tell myself to talk to my dad because he's gonna die, and then I would say not to let it destroy me when it happens because there's no preventing it.
Jeez.
Nice.
I'm going to cry.
That's deep.
I need a drink.
Okay.
I want you. Yeah, everybody drink.
Lauren?
I didn't think that was gonna.
I would say probably like 21. So really not that long ago.
We get it. You're
But-
young.
But I think like I was so focused, like I was in a relationship at the time, and I was easily influenced and like manipulated into like thinking I wasn't gonna find somebody else, and he was the best I was gonna get. So I stayed through stuff like that. I knew I shouldn't have stayed, but I stayed anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't regret it because it made me who I am today.
Yeah.
And like it definitely, I'm glad I experienced it when I did, because now I'm like, I traveled the country and the world solo, and like, I love being alone.
Sit.
But then I didn't. Like I kind of like needed validation from my partner. So I think I would just go back and be like, hey, it's okay. You're going to be okay. You know, do all the things by yourself, love yourself, value yourself, and work on yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. That was
A
good
woman.
answer.
Millie?
Amazing answer.
Thank you.
Mine was actually right before I met David. Right before I met David, I was probably in like the worst I've ever been. I was in a relationship that had me cut off from my family, cut off from my
From me.
friends. Yep.
Yep.
And I just
So what age was that? Because I asked what age.
You know, you shouldn't ask.
No,
Stop, Oshi, now. Go ahead.
how old am I? 38, I think. 38?
Okay.
Yeah. 37. I was 37.
Well, I have an answer. Hold on.
So, and your piece of advice, Millie? Find out sooner?
Yeah. So
What
what's
would
your piece of advice?
what would the advice be?
To yourself.
My advice would be to not let people influence you like that. Like, I can't believe I ever let this person do that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like, influence me in that kind of way.
I think for me, I would go back. I say 28. It's a hard for me to go back to an age. I think what I've learned in the past 6 months is you didn't deserve that, Jess. My whole life, I thought
So you would go
did-
back 6 months.
No, that's not what I said, Frankie.
28.
20. Oh.
I would tell myself, I always have made myself be super strong and say, it's okay. It made you who you were. It made you who you were. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And the fact is, from birth to now, I didn't deserve it. I didn't. And it's okay to say that. And I didn't know it was okay to say that. I didn't deserve any of it. And where I'm accountable, I am. But the actions taken against me by many people that should have taken care of me in my life, I didn't deserve it. And I'm good with saying that. And I'm not mad at them. I'm glad I'm allowed to say that now. And I hope that people allow themselves the grace to be able to say, I didn't deserve it. Because I didn't get that grace. So, Gurjeet, do you have anything to say?
I have something.
What
I mean,
do you
to
have
keep
to
the
say?
ambiance up, and
It's okay. It's allowed to get deep for a minute.
It is.
It's a good thing.
I want to make sure that we keep it on par with the birthday vibes. So, what's the most romantic gesture you've ever made for love? Anybody?
When I got married.
I have one.
It's for the women.
And
It's for
it
the
was
women
when Jeff
specifically.
owned O'Mara's. This is a physical gesture. Remember this?
Which one was this?
So this was my ex-husband, and he had wanted a, what was it, Z06, Jeff? He wanted a Z06. Yeah. And so for his birthday, I got a table at O'Mara's, and I went and bought him a Z06, and they brought it, the dealership brought it in a bow. I was running a fever when I went and signed the paperwork, and I had my friend sign my name. I was like, just sign my name. And by the party, so they drove it up and surprised him. In terms of a physical grand gesture, that would be the one. I bought him a whole Corvette.
That's beautiful.
That's actually really
amazing.
beautiful.
I don't know if it's beautiful.
I would love a Z06.
The car was beautiful at the time.
A Z06 sounds great right about now, especially the new ones.
That's
Hi,
badass
Jess.
right there, Jess.
Yeah, that's fucking
badass.
goals.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
Hi,
That's
hi,
pretty
Jess.
good.
My name's
Yeah,
Rob.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Nobody
do you
can
like-
top that.
I would definitely.
You couldn't have done last.
That's a physical gesture.
Yeah.
That wasn't. I've done romantic things, but I don't want to talk about that.
It sounds like a good evening.
So would it be cheating if he picked up somebody else in the car because they were stranded?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Yes. Fuck that bitch.
He did. Walk home.
Can you
I heard
imagine?
that.
Can you imagine what a Philly girl would have done to that Corvette?
You know what? Cheers, Jessica. Drink up, drink up.
I'm not. I almost said it. Anyway, what's your question, Julio?
So I've been listening to a lot of classic rock these last couple days, and Meatloaf came on.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, and you know how he's like, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. My question to you, Jess, and you ladies, everybody, what's that one thing you wouldn't do for love?
When I got a good one.
Feet.
Frank,
I
don't
do
answer that.
I'll rub your feet, but I'm not sucking your toes.
You know, that's what she's like making eye contact with you.
That sounds like a personal attack right on
I
Frankie.
don't like my feet sucked. I like doing the sucking.
Yeah.
Let's get that clear.
I'm just making that clear.
Yeah, no, I don't- yeah, no,
But
no.
seriously, what do you? I got this hard. Like, is it a physical act? Is it a like? I
Whatever,
think we
what
can
would you
all
do
say
for
we
love?
wouldn't put up with shit, but like, I don't know. There's certain things I wouldn't do. I
Like,
What about it more in like
Toes
an
before I
emotional
would
sense?
eat your ass.
I'm not doing either.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not doing either.
I think you and Jeff should get married.
Jeff smiling.
Jeff, what about you?
Wait, Jess, who are you saying that to?
Gabby,
Okay, I think
like it. This is his perfect. This is his perfect woman.
That's gay.
Yeah, I like
The best.
I like to please in a relationship, so I
Yeah.
don't think that like there's not.
Oh, it doesn't
anything I
be
can
sexual. It could be
really-
like, I'm not
I'm
going
saying
to
even
make you breakfast
outside-
every day or something.
But that's I'd like to.
Yeah,
do,
I like
if-
I like to cook.
I like to do those things. So,
she
I
doesn't-
don't know that there's any act other than a sexual act that I
Millie, what
And the
when
sexual act is you won't suck feet.
or your
Or eat
butthole.
ass.
Yeah.
But everything else is. But everything else.
Yep, it's open.
What about the outer course?
would you put your finger up a guy's butt?
No.
Yes.
I've done it.
I don't think
I would.
Amazing.
That's a shitty. Oh my God.
I know, is that, no, that's checking the temperature in the oven.
Do you have a fever today? What about you? You got to answer.
Yeah.
Mine is only just.
Here.
I'm sorry. Mine is just I don't want to introduce anyone else into our relationship. But anything. I mean, I'm.
No, 3 ways. Okay.
Yeah, I would do that too.
No threesome, okay.
I would do that too.
I think I wouldn't.
Mine was eating ass.
David
What's
just
yours,
went
Jess?
down.
What's yours?
Mine was
No, I want everybody to get a chance to talk. For me, I'm going to go a little bit on the lines of Millie, but a little bit different. Look, I don't want it to be a prerequisite that you think, because look, again, I'm going to go back to being younger. I was wild and crazy when I was younger. And not alone in that, right? It didn't mean I wasn't in a good relationship, healthy relationship, but I was open to more things. And there's nothing wrong with that. I am unapologetic for it. However, if somebody is very much into certain things like a lifestyle of threesomes or hooking up lifestyle, right? Like, and there, no judgment zone. I want to be clear because you guys know I do not care. But if they loved it, even if I liked them so much, I couldn't be with them because I would never take that away from them. But I don't ever want it to be something that I have to go in them expecting or thinking it's going to happen. Now, if I decide at 55, I'm like, yeah, baby, let's do it.
Yeah.
Then good. That's great. But I don't want to go in thinking that. So I probably would count out lifestyle people for me just because I don't want to take away from them. I've talked about like guys that want to have kids. Like I like dating younger, but it's hard because they want to have kids and I will never take away. They'll be like, I love you. And I'm like, I don't care how much you love me. Yeah. I care about you more to know you're going to want
But you're using the word take away. How about if the guy has decided to sacrifice that and give that away and say, I don't want kids because I love you that much?
Because human is like knowledge throughout my life tells me that most times that's not going to be the case.
Right.
It's more them saying it in the honeymoon phase.
Exactly. And then in the end, he will leave you because you won't or can't give him kids. I
Or
had to
be
have that
bitter
conversation.
Because you
about
won't
it.
do that.
I can't have kids.
And that's okay.
And that's something that I have to tell
Look,
people now.
It's okay
yeah.
with you on your side, but the guy who wants to actually go for it, it's not okay for them.
But he
But you're deciding for him. He's telling you no.
So I have a friend who is firm in his decision. Young made the decision. He could plead his case and it makes sense, right? And he's married now. She doesn't want kids, and they're so happy, right? That is so fucking rare because 29-year-olds emotional, especially men, intelligence. I love you, baby. Blah blah blah. You're hot. It doesn't matter if you're my age. It doesn't matter.
In general.
And then they realize, oh shit. They think they need to leave a legacy.
Yep.
They think this, they think that, and therefore that changes societal pressure, mommy's pressure.
The biological drive exists for men to have children.
So I'll
too.
tell you how I take that
Men are
answer.
highly
Like,
motivated.
I'll
to
tell you
have
how I
kids.
take your decision.
I know how you take it.
I'll take it as not like you're doing it for them. You're doing it because you don't want to take that risk. So don't put it on the guy.
I'm not going to waste my time.
Okay, then say
I'm
like
not
that.
blaming.
Because you're
Hold
like, I
on.
don't want to take it from them. I'm like, I don't want to take that risk.
I don't want to take having children from them because I know, let's go 90% of the time, that's a big deal for a man. It's a big deal for
It's a
anyone.
life changer.
Yeah.
So I, as a older, wiser woman, am thinking like, if I'm dating a younger dude and he's like, I love you, baby. Don't worry, I don't want children. I'm like, they probably do.
There
so it's very
actually
hard.
is a statistic. It came out this past week, and I read it, and it was surprising. It was where 52% of men answered that they absolutely wanted children, and only like 43 or whatever percentage of women answered that they absolutely. So less women wanted children than men. And the study had more to do with the ramifications of having children and who the responsibilities fall to, and that being the motivation. But still, men, statistically speaking, want children.
What age
to
group
a
was that,
higher
though?
degree.
We're gonna have,
between
let me tell you.
23 and like 48 or something. I don't know. Something like that.
Economically speaking, in 20 years, we're going to have a housing crisis.
Oh,
because
yeah.
people are not, it's going to be this is the other side of my life, right? It's going to be an economic crisis because women are just like, fuck this.
Yep.
Fuck it. I don't care. I don't want it. I don't blame them.
One what?
So
They don't want kids. They don't want family. They don't want.
I don't want to go
I'm
there.
one of those women.
But it's going to be an economic crisis. Look, trust me, 20, and if you monitor how millennials and Gen Z, go back in time when women did not want kids, it follows with economic crisis. Gurjeet, I know you want to say something.
Yeah, I
so
definitely
bad.
want to say something, but it's not say something against it, but more so, are these stats just for America, or are we talking worldwide? Because that matters. I mean, religion comes into play.
I would
Of
say
course,
it's probably-
I'm just
Play
American
American,
based.
yeah.
Definitely.
In all fairness, I get like your cult.
Yeah, across the world, different cultures, that's kind of, they're surrounded around legacy. They're surrounded
Yes.
Asian
Yeah.
cultures
Yeah.
specifically. South Asian, East Asian. So, to see that kind of stat out there would be quite shocking.
In East Asia, actually, there's a huge movement. It's called the 4B movement, and it mirrors what's happening in America. And in fact, it leads what's happening in America. The Korean women in particular, if you Google this, are completely giving up on men and adopting totally celibate lifestyles because the misogyny is so intolerable that they refuse to participate.
I think the adage, this was actually a TikTok trend, the adage of women getting told you're a cat lady, you're going to end
Yep.
up an old cat lady or
We love
dog
it.
later. Now that women are like, you're fucking right, I am.
Yep.
And I love my 20
And what
fucking
does that
dogs.
say about you that we would rather have a cat than you?
I don't.
And a Hitachi.
Hold
Doesn't
on.
say anything about me.
I think that would be an unfair statement,
Yeah.
right? Hold on. I will never bash men. Women, fuckboys came around like 2013, 2015. They did.
Yeah.
And women allowed. And then they got pissed. And then they started acting like men. And I don't blame them. I don't blame either one. We allowed men to get away. They shouldn't have been doing it.
You're right.
They're regretting it too. I have older
right.
guy friends who are like, that bitch was rolling out of my house in the morning. Like, bye.
The consequences affecting both genders, not
Both
just like
genders.
women
So
and men.
it's always fair to talk to both. But women control the sex, women control the population a lot, and I think you're gonna have more and more women going, yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll get I'll get dick once in a while, and great.
So-
I mean, I'm being honest. I'm
It's
not trying to
true.
be
Don't
perverted or.
Don't bash, man. But smash, man.
We love you. Don't bash us, smash us.
I can't hear you.
Nice.
That's a T-shirt right there.
Once again, just anal, no pregnancy there.
So with
OnlyFans
these
profits
extremes
soar.
existing, right? I have a question.
Outer
I have a
course.
question. So with these extremes existing on both ends, what do you think really is the appropriate response to it? How do you handle it? With the
So
fuckboys
what
being in place
I'm
and
going
then
to
the
say
chaotic
this.
other end?
I think, and I've watched my son, and I've talked about this on the show, and just I pay very close attention, whether it's social media, especially TikTok, or Gen Z, Gen Y. I refuse to be on Snapchat. I look at my son, Jay, when I go down for Parents' Day. The men of Gen Y and Gen Z have gone back to such a place. And that's why I don't know if you heard earlier where I was like, these men that are young are just, they have a plan and they're looking at my shit. Their intention doesn't matter. It's, they have a whole plan. None of that was, oh, baby, I have a condo, which some do by their photos, I can tell. It's a plan. And I think they're going, I see it in Nico a little bit, and you have too. I mean, you know that. I think they're going back to these, they're either off hinge, but generally speaking, super traditional. And I think they're bringing that back, and I think it'll be our saving grace. And maybe they can glue that back together.
Maybe.
That's kind of what I wanted to go on. Is I think
Yeah.
the response is kind of going back.
Yes.
Going back to the traditional method.
Amen.
You know, if you have the fuckboy, the extreme other end of that, I don't know what the exact term is
I'm
for
listening
it.
to you. I'm sending
Yeah,
this,
but
Jeff.
you have to go back to the roots, which is your traditional route. And I agree. That is the correct response.
Oh my God. So if you know Gurjeet and I, we will battle it out. But when we agree, we strongly agree. And we strongly agree. Let's mark this day, my birthday
when you're both
episode.
wrong.
Well, I got to give you
Cheers to
something
being
for
in
your birthday,
agreement.
right?
Gurjeet and I actually agree on that. Cheers.
Happy pre-birthday.
Gurjeet, take over for 1 second. Continue on that. I'm just sending this.
Do you have a drink?
I do have a drink.
Good.
Yes. Yeah.
Jeff, I'm sending you something. You're doing it because
love
I
you
don't.
when you're
This is
drunk.
my birthday
Tell
present.
you what, though, it seems
A lot-
like the
lot less of that
countries that
nowadays.
progress are the ones that are like worried about like kids and stuff. Because poor countries, they have like a dozen kids. They
Well,
don't worry
there-
about they can feed them or not.
What about the Irish?
What about
Okay,
them?
They have a lot
all
of
right.
kids.
Well, the poor countries having a lot of kids is because they're
Happy
creating a
St.
workforce
Patty's
for the
Day.
family.
Or
That's
Ron,
really
I'm
what
sending
that
you
is.
something.
Scotch
Don't
Irish,
read it.
so,
So am I. Well, partially, yeah.
So if
My
anybody
goodbyes are
tuning
Irish.
in now, one of my things on my birthday that I love, and we have about 25 minutes left. Yeah. That I love is making other people happy, and I've been sending little notes to my crowd here. And Gurjeet, I'm just going to tell you mine in person when I'm there. But I just sent you one, Jeff, and you have to read it. I know you hate every minute of it, but I don't care. It's my birthday gift.
Can you play with your hair while you read it?
You're crazy. All right. My almost oldest, okay, almost longest friend in Virginia, haha. I know you're a man of fewer sentimental words, so I'll keep it short and sweet, my version. I love you like family. You work harder than anyone I know, and under that tough exterior, you're the biggest teddy bear. You have seen me through the highs and lows. You know everything and take it to your grave. Haha.
I meant take it to your grave.
Yes. You picked me up at my absolute worst and reminded me to believe in myself. I'll never forget that. Don't forget that you're loved by many and that we are always here for you. You just have to ask. We got you. I'm really proud of you, Jeff. Love you, Jess. Aww.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That is. Love you too.
I know. Deep down in your soul.
Ellie, you have a really pretty smile.
And I have one
just
for
caught you in the camera.
Ron
It's such
too.
a
Hold
nice-
on. It messed up when I was sending it. So leading on to that,
starting.
what?
Nothing.
No, we're good.
Can't
I'm
be
way
fine.
better.
Same-sex
Hey,
kisses are not cheating.
We're
Okay?
we're gonna
on this,
actually
yes.
make it to
Flirting
the
with
end of
Millie.
these 2 hours.
Is it
We're gonna make it.
Jess, is it cheating if they start flirting with your girl?
Depends. What do you want to come
I
out
mean,
of it?
she's like, your lips are
All right,
so nice.
real quick. So, a big trending topic that John Caniford found for me, and then I want Ron to read this. Sorry. Maybe I'll Ron. Sorry, guys.
Did we drink?
Okay, yeah, go, Ron. I'm sending it right now.
In
All right, you can. Let's let Ron read his, because then I have Julio and Frankie, and Frankie's gonna cry for an hour.
Aw.
Sounds about right.
Mine's in Spanish too.
That's okay.
Oh, she.
All good. Go ahead. We got it.
Look, I was already. Okay. On. She messed the R in there. If there was a human teddy bear and the definition of walking sweetness, it would be you. Don't tell my friends that. If you have been kind to me since day one, I always know I have a friend who is supportive and caring. Your acts of service to others is an example of how we all should be and all the things you have endured. Most people couldn't do it, and definitely you couldn't do it with the positivity that you would exude. Sorry.
Exude.
Big words
The mic.
Exude.
Ron, the mic. There you go.
Never forget how much you shine in the world, and I always have your back. Much love, Jess. Oh,
Love you, Ron.
I love you too.
Hi, how are you? This is Jess.
Hey, happy birthday, Jess. This is John. You know, I heard my name come up earlier.
Oh, yeah. Who said that earlier?
Yeah, it wouldn't be an episode. It wouldn't be an episode if I ain't call in.
That's right. You're just getting back into town too, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I told you I was gonna call in. And what's up to everybody in the room? What's up, Frank?
What up, bro? What
Got
up?
everybody here tonight.
What's up, John?
What's up, Lauren? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
We met John because of Lauren.
I want to wish you. I want to wish you. I want to wish you continued success. I'm a continued supporter, and this
thank
is a
you
very
so
good
much.
show. Very deep. And I have a happy birthday, and I'm gonna see y'all soon.
Well, we hope so.
So have a great night, y'all.
All right, sweetie. Thank you so much for your support. We do appreciate it so much, John. Day oneer, pretty much. Well, since Lauren, day oneer, and he's always been supportive, and I respect it and appreciate it.
Number one caller.
Number one caller.
Thank you, John.
Woo!
So thank you, John and Lauren. So real quick, I want to touch on this because I had some funnier things. Big trending topic. Are we keeping ourselves single, guys? Because everybody but Millie and David, gee, I want you on this because I know you're keeping yourself single. Besides Millie and David, we're all single in this room, I think.
Yes, I self-sabotage.
I mean, whatever. Pretend you are.
I was.
After this
I
episode,
was
she's
until
gonna
like
be.
Well,
24 hours ago. So
What?
something like that. Yeah.
Would you guys like
What's
get
her name?
engaged?
What's her name?
They met on the schoolyard and decided to be each other's special friends.
Gurjeet, do you think you're keeping yourself single?
I am keeping myself single.
I think you are.
But I also recognize that I'm a problem to myself.
I am too. To me,
Yeah,
so I think where the reflection is, and why I called on you first is, we do it in very different ways, but I think in this way we're a reflection of each other.
Absolutely.
It's not self-sabotage in like this, oh, I'm crazy, I'm getting drunk. I think we've all evolved in this group to like just awesome people, and we're all in this group with here tonight because I think you're awesome, because I go out with you. Even when I'm mad at you, I'm like, fuck it. Especially you. You owe me a big apology.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
But is your question a statement, or is it a statement or a question? And are you asking
no, I'm
how
gonna-
we're doing it?
How we're doing
Let me
it.
finish.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that for me, there's been, I say trauma. I don't mean trauma like, oh my God, but like trauma. I think for you too, G. And we think we're so tough and we think it doesn't affect us, but I do think we self-sabotage. Like I'll be looking at a guy or talking to a guy and I'll be like, oh, said this wrong. Like I'm out.
No.
And I started a month ago, I started to pay attention and I'm like, am I out because I'm out, or am I out because I'm actually scared to go on the actual date and like find out if I'm out? So,
Yeah, I mean, to kind of piggyback off of that, the biggest thing I've realized over the last like 3 or 4 months is I'm not ready. And you cannot put blame on other people and just be like, look, they are the reason why I'm not ready. No, I'm in a place where I don't have the emotional maturity to deal with somebody.
that's pretty good.
Don't have the time for
I'm
somebody.
proud of you for that.
Yeah, I mean,
actually,
I don't
for
have the
actually
time.
saying that out loud.
Absolutely. I will admit it. So, I mean, you can't sit there and say, oh, the other people are the problem, when in reality, it's you. So, having that understanding and knowing that, hey, this is where I'm at is big. And then from there, you have to make small little changes to lead to a better version of yourself that's willing to open to other people. Right now, I know that my heart's sheltered and I'm not ready to open to anybody.
But why will you say
So-
the word it's a problem? It's not
To
a problem.
be fair to myself, I have kind of put myself out there, and people that I truly thought were good sorts to me. I don't mean my person for you know I'm not that girl. I'm just not that girl. I'm not like, oh my God, let me blow your text. I'm not. And you guys know it. Hurt me really badly as friends. Like you know what I'm saying? So then I'm just like, I question everything. I don't even want to do I'm like, fuck it. I don't even want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, those are little moments of happiness, and then you confuse those with that. That's how I see them now. It's just like, oh, okay.
I don't
That-
wanna
that
get
might
too
be-
deep. It'll
yeah.
get too deep.
It'll
But
get
isn't
too
that-
deep, and we'll go all night. But yeah, that's my.
No,
way
I
of
mean, I
looking
don't
at
want to
it.
get too personal because it'll call the people out. I won't
Is
do
G
that.
G for game? This guy's. I like this guy.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like that. Can you say you're sorry for fucking me over at 12 after 12 the night I planned your birthday
Sorry for not showing up to that. I
and
do-
not texting me, and then I'll forgive you.
I was dealing with a lot that night, and there was
That's-
a lot of people. But I do apologize for not.
I am one of your best friends. I would have been Gucci, and you know it. We're good now, but always apologize.
Yeah,
'Cause
happy
I love
birthday.
you. All right. What do you think, Frankie? Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought.
No, you said, do you think why are you asked Gurjeet if he was calling you the problem?
No, because you know sometimes, and we've had this conversation. Sometimes we use words that are so negative when we shouldn't. He said, "I realize that I'm the problem." It's not a problem that you realize you're not ready. You know, that's actually a solution, right?
Yeah.
It's actually being positive. You're actually looking within, and you're realizing, you know what, I'm not ready, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually very mature.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say the problem we have. Because what happens is we don't self-reflect. Most people don't self-reflect, right? And if you don't self-reflect, how can people understand you? How can people love you for
you
who
don't
you are if
understand
you don't even know
yourself.
who you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's easier to blame than it is to take that. you
Yeah,
know.
so that's why I was always look in the mirror, and it's okay if you're not ready, because when you're ready, it's gonna happen. It's gonna naturally
Yeah.
happen because you're gonna attract that.
Well, you got to
That's-
be in love with yourself too.
Yeah,
True.
I was
That
gonna
should-
say
that should be
that's
the
the biggest
first.
thing.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
number one.
Anything
Yeah.
else.
And I just have 5 more pounds, so
Yeah, I mean to kind
That's
of.
the approach that I take. When your original question was, do you keep yourself single? And so I have a really unique approach to my love life, and I always have, and it's almost always gotten me in trouble because that sucks to admit, but I practice radical openness and radical vulnerability. I'm always telling the truth. And just that's kind of what you were saying when you like I'm totally an open book all the time. And it gets me into trouble, but my hope, what I would like, because I do self-reflect. I spend so much time on introspection, and I really would love for somebody else to want to understand me as well as I understand myself. I would love to have a partner who can allow me to understand them as well as I understand myself. And the way in which the mechanism that this keeps me single is that there is basically nobody else is like me. Nobody else loves the way that I love. Nobody else practices introspection on the level that I practice it. So it keeps me single by default. And then when I'm not single, it does get me in trouble because I think that I find somebody who wants that, and then that's just not what they want.
So I think I agree with you, Gab. But what I think, Frankie, is you and I have talked about this, where I give way too much of myself right away, and
I do that too.
that has continually been a problem. And I think I'm just being good and open. What's up?
You sent him mine.
Like,
So on that note, I remember I was going to say too, Jessica. Okay, because we've all
ahead,
gone
guys.
through traumas and we've been hurt. The difference between like that first
I gotta
love-
wrap it up in a minute, Frankie, and I
It's
want
fine.
you all three to be able to
the
read
reason
things.
like it's so different is because that first love, you're not afraid, right? You jump in there and you want to be
Yeah.
yourself, and because you haven't been hurt.
Yeah.
So you're like you love with everything, you give everything, and that's the beauty of it. That's what we have. That's what I feel like I need to remember, right? Because right now, you know, I've been hurt, so then it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to be this or that. I don't know if I want to be open up. So we all tend to like quickly get defensive and close up. And we forget about that special time
Oh, yeah,
of
John.
just being open and vulnerable.
John, I'm just trying to send these, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Send these what? What are you saying?
These nuts.
All right, guys. No, I wrote.
John, do you have that sound effect? These nuts.
Dude, nuts.
I wrote something for everybody.
Sounds like I'm classy. I don't have that.
I want to hear what you wrote for everybody.
Well, no, I've sent them to you. I got to send them to Julio, Millie.
I know.
and
I can't wait to hear everybody's. They've all been so sweet.
Doing the best I can.
You're doing such a good job.
All right, go ahead. For Julio, it's Julio's turn,
Jesus
then
Christ,
Millie,
that-
and then Frankie, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But real quick, while Julio's looking, so in 2 weeks, we're going to come back here after my hiatus because I want to change a few things, do a few things. And we had on Facebook things that men find attractive about women that they don't know as attractive and vice versa. And I have all these notes in here. So I do want to wrap it up quickly with him reading, you reading, her, you three reading. And then, real quick, we'll each ask, have you ever or never have I never? And we'll close it with my favorite quote, and then we'll go party. Okay, go ahead, Julio.
So it says, my dear friend, brother, my family, you are my favorite Diaz brother.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
Well, I'm the sister, remember?
That's
You
true.
are the sister. You're the
He
favorite
says-
sister.
It says, we met because of Frankie, but our friendship has grown to our own. I remember the first time I realized how funny you were and said, get behind a mic on the show. To this day, every episode, the one-liners never cease to make me belly laugh. Your comedic timing is an art. Oh, Julio, you are smart beyond what you even can conceive, and the way you think I admire. My wish is that you always realize that and how much this world needs that, as well as your heart of gold. Use all of that in the world because the world needs people like you. Never hide from all the gifts you naturally have. Thank you for being my family, for always showing up for me and reminding me I matter. Love you, brother. XO, Jess.
Aww. That's so sweet.
She could have just said, thank you for being a clown.
I know, right?
Okay.
Cheers to that.
God,
Now,
I
Millie,
promised
you
myself I
got to
wouldn't cry.
get in a mic. Or, ow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, do that one. I'd hit my head.
Okay. My Millie. I could write a book about the story of us. The ups and downs, the crazy nights, the hilarious mornings, the laughs, the fights, the cries. The moon and the sun at the same time. I just love you, and more than anything, I love the way you love me. I don't even deserve you. Don't say that. I don't know if anyone does. You exemplify what's good in this world, literally. You love me to a fault, and I never have understood why. You always say that.
You love me that much, and I don't get it.
But
I suck.
I know there will never be a day in my life I won't need you. You're an amazing woman, Millie. You represent the world. I'm sorry. You represent the word resilience, and I will always, always admire that and look up to you for that. Don't ever, ever forget the love and light you bring to everyone around you just by your very presence. I love you always, baby girl Jess. Cry.
Oh, don't
So
cry.
sweet.
You're going to make me freak out. Don't cry.
Sweet.
Twixie.
Jess, you know you said that his comedic timing is an art, but you have the art of praise. Your ability to phrase,
Don't cry, baby.
you know, praise for other people is so incredible. You always write the best notes for people.
Because
I know, for real.
I used to be really good at saying it, and I don't know how to say it anymore. So, because when I tried to say it to certain people, they just shame me. So,
No, you're
anyway,
you're good.
Frankie,
You
you
are
get to
great
go.
kiss ass, okay?
Frankie, you get to go. We'll finish with Have You Ever. I want to watch Frankie cry. Gurjeet, first of all, I didn't know you were actually going to show up, or I would have written you one. But you are my brother. You have taught me how to react to people and not react. And I give you credit on one of my biggest TikToks ever, that you've regulated my emotion. I hate you sometimes, but I love you more than that. You're my favorite person to argue with. And I do hope we're always friends, even though you tell me we're not going to be after you have a wife.
No, I never said that, but
You did
I do.
say that.
I love that.
You
I love that.
I
I
have
said
that
that it's
on-
gonna be hard to. It's gonna be
At
hard to
this rate,
hang
he's
out with
gonna
everyone
have a
because my
wife, you're
attention's not
good.
gonna be as much. That's all.
Gee, at this rate, you're not gonna have a wife, so it's good.
We're good.
All we know is that you will not be able to passionately hug Jess.
Right. Or if
Slowly.
you do, it's got to be fast. It's got to be quick. Can't be slow.
In and out.
No, it's okay. I'll manifest.
In and
a
out.
wife.
Are you sure
I
you don't
love
want it to marinate?
I love you, G. Thank you
Love
for
you too,
coming
Jess.
tonight.
Thank
The
you.
day you have a boyfriend, I'm gonna send a video of us slow motion hugging.
To the song Slow Motion for Me. Slow Motion for
to
Me.
like Photoshop one and put in slow
I hope
motion.
you're alive when I'm 86.
Oh, that's when I was so slow.
What are you talking about? It's a couple years from now. Hell yeah, I'll be alive.
Fuck you. All right, go ahead.
All right, let me read
Don't
this
cry.
love story you sent me,
Ew.
Taylor Swift. All right, here we go.
It could
Frankie,
be lyrics.
the show isn't long enough to put into words what our friendship means to me and how you have changed my life. Plus, we can't ruin my party with your crying over sentimental shit. Ha ha. You will always be the girl in our friendship. Not the prettiest one though.
Absolutely not.
I hope everyone who encounters you in life knows how fortunate they are. Yes, of course, you're the fun Frankie, sometimes Frank the Tank. She put it in
Quotes.
He called me a cheap nickel.
Timing bitch.
He called me a cheap nickel and diming bitch once. Ha ha ha. That's what I was, Frank the Tank.
Yep.
But I hope they know they are meeting a human who, because of deep self-reflection and inner work, is one of the most selfless, kindest, and most caring humans, who has been to the depths of the worst of it all and dug himself out. That despite a bad day, will give you the best part of himself and shows up for you. I hope you always know how awesome you are, Frankie. You're smart, you're an awesome dad, friend, and brother. You're my friend of a lifetime, and I couldn't ever put into words how much you have changed my life in view of friendship. Heart emoji. My only wish for you is that one day you find a woman that values you, and so I don't have to hear how you're a fucking hopeless romantic one more time. Haha, 3 laughing emojis. I love you more, my brother, my family, and my forever bestie. I got you always and then some. Love you mucho, Jess.
I love you, brother.
Love you too.
That's really sweet of you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy pre-birthday.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
All right, let's end this on crazy. Because I like ending on crazy. So we're going to ask one real quick so John Cannifer can get out of here because I know he's like, bitch, shut up. So you can either do a never have I never, and we, and Gurjeet's included, have to say we have or we haven't. I'm debating on mine. Or you can do have you ever, and we all have to answer it, but so do you on any of them. All right, so go. And then we're going to table, I promise to the audience and those that participated on Facebook, I will, on our next episode, first thing I'm leading with is a list of what men and women said of what they find about the opposite sex attractive, but they don't think is attractive. Because I really did have that in my notes. Too.
I have a whole bunch.
Yeah. All
So
right.
who's starting?
Not me, please.
I'll start. Never have I ever had sex with a 50-plus-year-old.
Oh, I have.
What if you haven't? What do you have to do if you have not?
You're supposed to drink. If you have, you drink, right?
Oh.
Okay, if you have, you
That's
drink.
not hard. I'm 48.
I'm saying I've never had sex with someone 50-plus.
Actually, for me, that is actually a stretch. So, yeah.
Okay. I'll go.
It's not hard after 50, you
Yeah.
said, Jeff?
Okay. Never have I ever gone on more than one date in a day.
Oh, no, I have done that. Okay, here we go.
Am
I the only one in the room? You
God, that was one of the most terrible moments of my life.
I booked a morning, a noon, and a night. Oh, God.
This is going to question a lot of people's childhoods. Never have I ever kissed a celebrity poster.
Wait, what?
Oh, no, I've
Oh,
done that
I
too.
definitely
I've done
made
that
out with.
too.
Oh, fuck
What?
yes, I made out.
Kathy Ireland.
I made out with Kirk Cameron on my wall, and now he's like a Christian.
Funny.
Loser.
Mine was Eminem.
The real
Ooh,
Slim Shady?
I would
The real
bang,
Slim Shady?
literally, if
Yeah.
Eminem walked in here right now, banging him, marrying him, whatever he wants me to do, I'm doing it. I'm in.
I'll do it with you.
He wasn't cute, but I've always followed him. And now he's hot. Like,
He has
I'm
a new album out.
obsessed.
Jess, I just made out with Henry Cavill's poster.
I wouldn't doubt it. Oh my god. Okay.
Next.
Who's next?
It has
Anybody.
to go be you guys. Everything I've
went.
thought about is not safe for podcasts.
Oh, should I just?
No, go.
I'm gonna make one up.
Whoever wants. No, let
I
Lauren.
just went.
Laura,
I'm gonna
Oh,
make,
that was
can I
you.
make one up?
I mean, I have another if you want me to.
Okay.
On and on.
I've never had sex with a midget.
so it's supposed to be never.
Well,
have
I know you have.
I'm
am
a
not.
midget, so you know. Am I included in the situation?
You're not a midget.
Yours should be never have ever. Yours should be.
No,
have you
4'10".
ever-
Isn't it like 4'9"?
It has
Yours
to be
should have been.
under.
Have you ever had sex with a midget? Because you're not doing that.
No, I.
So
Never have it. ever.
Jeff's saying
So you-
4/8's the
It's
Is it
4'10".
4/8
I thought it was
is the
4'10".
legal
Wait,
definition
so
of
Freddie, have you?
Yeah.
And it's for the record, it's little people.
little person,
Little
dwarf,
person, yeah.
gnome.
Yeah, you got to be
We don't
politically
say
correct
midget,
nowadays.
Okay. I don't want
So I don't qualify. Damn it.
Hey, you're tall. Taller.
Jeff is
Okay.
saying 4/8 and proportional is a little
If you
person.
get on your knees, you're below
midget.
height.
I have. I have
Bend my
not.
knees.
Have you had
not.
sex with a midget?
No.
You have?
No.
Oh.
Oh, really short.
It just
really
took you
short
a long time to
woman.
answer.
I would.
He was doing me.
Yeah, you were just
Would
looking
you?
at. You were just looking at.
Well, I
it.
was thinking she was
Would
like.
you bang a midget?
She was like
Fuck yeah.
4'10".
Fuck
the mic. And the
There's
mic.
this one girl from
The mic.
OnlyFans.
Ron, the mic.
Ron them.
Oh,
She's
sorry.
so hot. She makes so much money. I'd bang her.
Yeah, there's a
John,
lot of midgets
John.
on Instagram.
What's up? Hold on, guys.
She
Time
was-
out. Sorry.
I just never done.
I was just going to see if it was the same little person we're both subscribed to or not.
Wait, I don't have headphones.
Oh, there's a little. You said there's a little person on OnlyFans. I'm curious if it's the same one that I
Wait,
follow.
you
I
subscribe
subscribe
to
to
her?
one. One person is a little person. I
She
just,
makes
I just
so
figured my
much-
dick would
she's-
look so fucking huge
Yes.
for once in my damn
Fred-
life.
Freddie,
like that's
all
all,
right.
all I
Can
can
I
think
sell
about.
you out
Look
on
at your
this?
face. Look at
Freddie,
your face.
Freddie, am I allowed to sell you out on this?
What did I do?
When you told the midget, the little person story in 2016, we were at Three Sisters tied up, and we were on New Dad's big boat, and he was so hammered and starts to tell us about the midget or little person strippers, excuse me, and you're like, my dick looks so big in their hand, and I lost it. My ex-boyfriend and I were literally on the boat floor dying.
I wish it was true.
The pros.
True for her. It's all about perspective.
Yeah. All right, Millie, what's yours, babe? Talking the mic. Talking the mic.
Never ever have I called out someone else's name during sex.
Oh no, I've done that.
I've been
Where's
only like.
You mean like
We
the person,
haven't.
like somebody else's name while you're, then that's not their name?
I mean,
The
there have been
wrong
times
name.
where I
Yeah.
barely
The wrong
remembered
name.
hers, so yeah.
Called the
I
wrong
didn't.
name.
I actually didn't do it. I just wanted to.
It wasn't even somebody that I was like
I haven't.
actively interested in. It's that my mind was elsewhere on like because the sex wasn't that great,
Oh, yeah, 'cause
and
that
like
makes it
my
better.
mind was elsewhere, and I was thinking about something I needed to do.
Hi, this is Jess. How are you? Hello, this is Jess.
Is her mic on? Because I can't.
I don't know if my mic. There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Hi, this is Jess. How are you? I don't think we have anyone there.
Jess,
Yes, this is Jess.
Jess, this is Chris. Damn it! Happy
Hi, Chris. I love you so much. How are you?
Oh, I just heard like sex talking. I'm like, I'm not sure.
We're almost through the 2-hour special, and I did mention you earlier that I'll be expecting my $100 on Sunday. I'll just use it to celebrate my birthday because Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are still together, regardless of what happens the 25th.
Aren't they on the break though?
Hold on, I want to hear what he says. What did you say?
Because I'm pretty confident if you make that double or nothing, I'm in. It's just timing.
Wait,
Come
hold
on,
on.
Jeff.
Hold on. What are we betting?
Yeah.
Double or nothing.
Double or
I
nothing
say
on my
double or
birthday
nothing
or
on
until
our
when?
original- Yeah. Let's say 6. I promise it's 3 months. Well, 6. Let's just say 6 months to cover it. There's no way it makes it 6 more.
6 more months?
Yeah.
I'll do it. How
Double or
about
nothing.
triple or nothing?
You in?
Triple.
I like it.
Triple or nothing.
lovely.
They're going to make it.
4 digits.
Do it.
Clarify if it's 6
I'm in.
months total or 6
I'm in.
more months.
6 months for my birthday or 6 more months?
Listen, semantics doesn't matter. 6 more months is going to be way enough for me.
Okay.
All good.
So by September.
That's fair.
By
No
September.
chance.
That's
No
fair.
chance.
By football season.
By football season,
yeah.
when I do the top 5, when Sam Hartman is my number 1 hot NFL player.
So double or triple?
Triple.
Hey, when
Triple
you-
or nothing. Frankie
when
will pay
move
you.
on from Travis.
Oh, I already moved on.
Hey, Jess, happy birthday. We love
I
you.
love
to
you.
death.
I love you and Kitty
Keep
so
doing
much.
you. Yeah, I love everything you're doing. Get
Oh,
it. Get
you're
it,
the
girl.
best,
Hey,
Chris.
we
You
got
saved
your
my.
back 100.
You
You're
always
just-
do,
you're
and
killing it.
you saved me when it was the worst, and I'll never forget it. I love you, babe.
Listen, just don't you sweat that. Yeah, have a good chill and take care of yourself.
All right,
Happy
babe.
birthday.
I love you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, Chris.
What? Wait, you said yours. What was yours?
She's never called somebody else's name out.
Oh no, I haven't. All right. Have you ever slept with a coworker?
Yep.
I have.
I don't think so. No.
He said yes. He put his yes card up.
Yeah. David? Never?
David, please the
Wait,
fifth.
don't you work with Millie?
All right. We got 3 more, and then we got to sign off. What's yours, Ron?
Mine is never have I ever reached out to a celebrity and asked them to wish a friend of mine happy birthday.
Did Sam Hartman reach out?
No, he didn't respond, but I did write him.
I
He's got the receipts on the screen.
I got the receipts.
I love you, Ron. Send me a copy of that. Aw.
And just real quick, there's one more little thing I got something for you, Jess.
Pay attention. Look at the TV.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. What's happening?
There's actually music.
Oh, oh God. That's. Oh. I feel like we look alike. We'd be a really
NFL
hot
quarterback
couple.
story.
You would be a really hot couple.
Look
If
at
I
that
could,
hair.
I actually would have his baby.
There it is.
Aww. I love this. Oh my God, send me this.
That's so funny.
Nico! Oh! I know. That's your mom!
Mama.
It's your mom.
And that's for Frankie.
I need a copy of this.
I like the
I want a
shooting star
copy
there.
of that.
Coming soon. Coming soon to a theater near you.
Right, production designer, producer.
I want a poster of that.
That's so cute.
That was amazing.
That was
I need a
awesome.
copy. I'm going to post that all over.
I can send it to you now to bring the other day. I was
Yeah.
like, I got something.
Can I say to you,
All right,
good
we'll
evening?
do yours, and then I'm going to wrap it up.
I know. It should end with good evening. Damn. Never have I ever given or received oral in a car.
Oh, I definitely have to drink.
Oh yeah.
There you go, y'all dirty, dirty hoes.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, we're not dealing with the prude crowd here. So, firstly, I would like to thank all of you for celebrating my birthday with me. I love you guys so much, and the people that I surround myself with are good energy, and they mean a lot to me. And I don't think I'm the hardest person ever to get along with, but I can be a pain in the ass. I know. And I want to say to the audience out there, I appreciate the last year, the support from day one. People like Frankie, like Dee, there's so Millie, there's so many that just jumped on board when I was like, this is stupid. Like, I'm just going to get some therapy out of this. And I'm so proud of this show and like just the people that give me feedback. And I'm so proud of that little piece of my world that I get to do that, because that's what I love to do, is help people. And I just want to really end it sentimentally. No, I'm lying. I would never end it sentimentally. With a quote from Joey Zazig that we have said from day one on this show: if it's not giving you inspiration, income, or a fucking orgasm, why are we fucking with it?
Yep.
Please tune in 2 weeks from now. Thank you guys so much. And take good care, guys.
Happy
Later.
Start outsourcing. Oh, it's outsourcing. It's outsourcing.
That was awesome. That was so funny.